Oh gosh, there we go. There we go. That's me. That's how excited I am, guys. That's how excited I am. We are here, guys. It's the 6th of March. Kombat Africa LCQ about to take place. We've got about, I don't know, quite a bit of the bracket already underway. We've been at it since about 12:30 this afternoon. The bracket is going. We're about to bring you the bracket shortly, but before we do that, let me just introduce for this evening or this afternoon my partner in crime, Mr. AK Slay. Welcome.
Thank you, bro, Charlie Wolf. Yeah, like you said, my name is AK Slay, and I'm going to be co-commentating with the host, Charlie Wolf, on this FGC Africa stream. Just a little bit about this tournament. Today is the Kahn of Africa last chance qualifier. We've seen about 45 entrants thus far, and just going to read what has been read before about the Kahn of Africa tournament. Who can dethrone the reigning Kahn to become the Kahn of Africa? Join us and ascend to Kahn status. Do you have what it takes? So today, like I said, 45 entrants. We're going to be streaming most of the top 8. But before that, a big shout out to the guy that actually probably initiated this tournament. It is Yengwe. This is one of Zeng, aka the only Yonko's good friend, and I think he's loving the Mortal Kombat community. He's seen some of the games and he was really interested, and he actually donated 1,000 kwacha, which is equivalent to 700 rand. So a big shout out to him, and then also like to thank the FGC admin as well for sponsoring towards the pot. Then again, RDW17 and Sean Raven Hill has contributed via Match Areno. And lastly, some of the friends of Charlie Wolf, who remains anonymous, have also donated. So Carlo, that brings us to a total of about 3,000 rands cash.
3,000 rands up for grabs to be split between the top 3 of tomorrow's top 8 finale. And just, a big thank you to everybody that just contributed. They obviously see the potential in the African community, number one, because I think we as Kombat Africa has been showcasing that for a number of weeks now. I think we are something like on volume 35. And I mean, these guys, those of them who have participated and contributed, those of them who chose to remain anonymous, just a big thank you for raising the pot pool all the way up to just on about 3,000 rand. So I mean, it's not just Kahn status, but these guys are also playing for a bit of money. So the motivation is there. Guys, the bracket has been moving along quite nicely. So I'm going to show you that bracket very briefly, and then we're going to get straight into the matches, guys, because I think that's what you guys are here to see. Basically, this is all that has happened so far. So you can see a couple of people being DQ'd, but basically what has happened right now is we are at the winners semi-final, where we're going to shortly see Frosh and Arcadis, as well as Zaza versus 5,000. But what we are going to do is we're also going to see a losers round match, which is about to take place shortly on stream for you guys. I mean, that's just the perfect introduction to a stream on a Saturday afternoon. We've got Mark the Shark going up against Atrocity. We'll, as the day goes on, guys, we'll inform you as to these guys' spots. But this is where we're at right now. Mark the Shark going up against Atrocity. And that match is going to be coming to you guys shortly. So, Okay, without further ado, I think let's get those invitations sent out to Mark and to Atrocity, so we can get this first streamed match on the loser side bracket. The loser of this match, unfortunately, is going to say goodbye to their chance to become Kahn of Africa. And I don't know if I'm definitely not going to put myself in the position where I'm going to predict who's going to be the winner of this match. We've seen these guys take each other on before, and yeah, it's just about who's going to hold their nerve to see who's going to advance into probably the latter ends of the loser side bracket, and then we're going to go straight into the winner side of today's LCQ as well. So guys, I'm excited. I don't know what to say. AK, are you going to get those invitations sent out?
Yeah, you said Atrocity versus
X-Ray 92, aka Mark the Shark. Some of you guys might be wondering, why are we using government names? He actually prefers to be called Mark the Shark, but unfortunately his PSN is still X-Ray 92, but I'm sure he won't mind us referring to him as Mark the Shark as well. 23 of you Afrikaans in the chat right now, guys. I haven't even seen what's happening in the chat, but welcome. Thank you for joining us. I don't know. Okay, I'm just overwhelmed by the excitement of today's action so far. And it's going to be so much taking place this afternoon.
Yeah, it's going to be something that they call. Really excited to see the previous, or hear the scores from the previous of the 45 contenders earlier this morning. I have sent invitations as well to Mark the Shark and Atrocity, so they will join us shortly. And also the further breakdown of that cash money, 3,000 Rand. It's going to be a 50, 30, 20 split, which is equivalent to the first player getting 1,500 Rands, second 900 Rands, and third place 600 Rands. Charlie Wolf, these guys are ready to go. They are in the cut and ready to start.
In the Koth, and we're about to get this match underway, guys. So without further ado, let's get straight into the action. Mark the Shark going up against Atrocity. This is a 1st to 3 setting throughout this tournament.
Total Kahn.
Double elimination, as I'm sure you know.
Jax.
So let's get hype, guys, in the chats as well. Who do you guys support? This is FGC Africa, the LCQ Kahn of Africa qualifiers, and these are the top 8 guys. Let's get it on. Let it go. Let's go. Let's grow.
Okay, Atrocity versus X-Ray 92.
Yeah, is Atrocity's Jax, as he's famous for. Very strong PC player as well as PS community as well. And Mark the Shark chosen Kotal Kahn, one of the Sharks of SA. Both guys from SA at the moment.
And already the shenanigans of Atrocity starting out. Grab takes flawless blocks. Now just some history here. AK Slay, these two guys, Atrocity burst onto the PC scene, and everybody thought, you know, Atrocity is the best player on PC. Mark obviously got hold of this information and said, listen, I'm on PC as well, why don't, you know, we go up against each other, which they then did on an episode of Charlie Wolf Gaming, and Mark the Shark then ended up taking that particular match 10-2. They played again and Mark took it again, but this time 10-8. And I think that was about close to a year ago. So I mean, these guys obviously have leveled up. They are obviously closer to each other now in terms of skill. And great space in there by Mark the Shark, loading up that crushing blow, but the air escape misses it. But Mark X-Ray 92 does take the first round here against Atrocity. Wavies.
And really, you see X-Ray playing like a different character. Total Kahn is normally known for that move, sideboard, and Baraka damage. But yeah, something new there. And looking good at first already.
He is looking rather good, and you know, it's also quite interesting about this particular character choice here, AK, is X-Ray is known for taking high damaging characters. And I mean, with access to those totems, Kotal is probably one of the most damaging characters, especially when he's got those damage buff totems out. But in double quick time, he's taken that first game over Atrocity, so Atrocity really going to need to think about how he's going to approach this particular match. And I think we might be seeing a Liu Kang come out for match number 2 here.
Yeah, like you said already, Mark the Shark got 1 to his name. It is Mark the Shark 1 versus Atrocity 0. Remember, this is first to 3. This is LCQ, Kahn of Africa. And these guys have been fighting from 12 p.m. Midday, that is. And congratulations as well to everyone that participated and the top 8. Hope you guys are going to enjoy this hype show. We're going to have finals again. I think there have been 5 already that competed in the last FGC Africa. So I think 3 or 4 are going to go through to make another top 8 tomorrow, which is going to be broadcasted or streamed at 5 p.m. tomorrow by Lino and Charlie Wolf.
Okay guys, I am aware that the overlay is slightly covering up the life bars. I will sort it out as soon as this match is over. But I think fortunately we can see that the life bars as well as the overlay is definitely visible for now, so I will sort it out. My sincerest apologies there guys, but as I suggested or predicted, okay, we have seen the Liu Kang come through here from Atrocity, but I don't think Mark's approach is going to change too much though. Total access to high damage, good mobility in my opinion, excellent range on his attack, and of course he's got that mid command grab.
Yeah, sure, I have seen Atrocity play some nice Liu Kang previously, and I'm sure he thought about it now after being struck by the total first game, so changing his mind to Liu Kang. Let's see what pans out. He's got his buff 1 to 3 variation for Liu Kang. That first round taken by X-Ray and N2. This is game number 2.
Round 2. Fight.
Nice duck. Beautiful duck coming from X-Ray and N2. Keeping Atrocity in the corner. 1-2 command grab. Atrocity's turn to keep X-Ray in the corner, but nope. He's down 4 and down 3 are very strong from Mortal Kombat. Now reverse corner position. Atrocity rolls out from the corner. Corner is where you hate to be. Nice use of that.
Kahn maximizes the damage there. Good 250 plus damage coming, 277 to be exact. Mark the Shark looking like he's in pole position here, and unless Atrocity is able to make some changes to this particular match, we might see Mark the Shark going into a 2-0 lead, but he does land the reverse grab, crushing blow. Oh, and just straight down to thank you for coming.
Finish him.
And that grand distance closes that out and chip or so. This is now Mark sitting pretty on 2 games across. I mean, compared to Atrocity's 0 at the moment. First to 3 guys. 2 in the favor of Mark the Shark.
Well, this is quite an impressive showing here from Mark the Shark. I mean, both these players, as you know, okay, probably used to playing each other now more so than what it was a year ago. But Mark looking to run riot in this early part of the game. And I mean, I don't even know if you can call it the early part of the game anymore, because these guys are swinging. And unfortunately for Atrocity, it seems that the swinging is happening in Mark the Shark's favor here. So he's stuck to Liu Kang. We're not going to see Jax. And his tournament life really is whether or not Liu Kang can take 3 games over Mark the Shark.
Yeah, like you said, and the swinging, literally swinging from Shao Kahn's big sword he has there. And it is indeed match point for Mark the Shark. Unless, like you say, Atrocity can't reverse this. This is loser's side, so one of them will be going home.
And already we're starting off with the command grab. And another command grab coming through here, so, you know, if it's working, X-Ray not going to do anything to change the style here, and Atrocity trying to fight back here.
Try to go for the command grab. Whoop. Just release the bicycle kick amplified. There's no bars left, but trying to see if he can keep Total at bay. Tries to go into the stance. Gets punished by Mark the Shark. Mark with the Grand Discus trying to keep it safe. And the beatdown closing that first round out.
Round 2. Fight.
Match point obviously still for X-Ray 92, looking to do the first round against his name. Dance. Command grab is crazy good, 275 damage coming from Marcus. And discuss again, keeping it safe.
Oh, and this is going to be a problem for Atrocity here. Now he did break away, and this is going to really dish out some serious damage. Is this going to do enough, AK?
I doubt it's
Is this going to do enough? It's going to be very close, and Atrocity is going to have to pull something out of the hat, and he does exactly that. He just wakes up buttons, and it's one round apiece in game number 3 here between X-Ray 92 and Atrocity.
Yeah, he just woke up 1, 2, 3 into Dragon Kick, close that round off. So the Grand Discus pushing the gang into the corner. Just the reverse throws, keeping Mark in the corner, tries to roll off, but gets punished with all 4 3 up 3. This guy is kind of grab whooping.
Atrocity doing really well to just keep himself in this game. Kusari slam coming through there from Liu Kang. Command grab of his own from Kahn. Now Kotal has already used his fatal blow here, X-Ray. And Atrocity charges in, going for the grab, but Atrocity puts a game on the board, so he's not out of this just yet.
That's right. It is now Mark the Sharp on 2 versus Atrocity 1 in this first 3. Nice reply coming from Atrocity. Now stuck with his Liu Kang and did much better taking that game from game number 3. Let's get on to the 4th game. See what Mark the Shark's gonna do. Is he gonna change or is he gonna stick?
Liu Kang.
I don't see any reason why he should change, but you know, he's also thinking to himself, let's take a character that he's maybe a little bit more familiar with. And I mean, all the characters that Mark the Shark plays is he's familiar with them. So I think really it's around about whether he's going to go for his opted Noob Cybot, which I think he did. He just did.
He just did it. He's much more familiar character, like you said. Is Noob and Baraka. But not doing too bad from the first 2 games, taking it with Kotal. But now sticking to the big guns. Always loves those big damage characters is X-Ray 92.
Round 1.
Now I wonder if we're going to see the... Clearly, I mean, Total Kahn and Noob Cyber, 2 completely different characters in terms of the way they need to approach this. And great spacing there from Mark the Shark, using that shadow slide. And again, great spacing there.
Good wolf punches coming from X-Ray. Trying to interrupt. Totally reverse throws him. So lift up buttons or a quick 1-2.
Oh, and again.
Using the command grab effectively for the 3rd time.
3rd time, and just misses that forward 4 there, and that would have been a crushing blow, and that could have spelled the end of the round for Mark the Shark, but he survives the scare. Match point for Mark the Shark now. Game number 4. Is Atrocity going to make his way back here? Just misses out on that whiff punish opportunity.
And he's guys, we actually are so fast, like you saw Mark just ducking under the enhanced fireballs coming from Mekang at the start of the match. Now sending some of the post balls or whatever you call them, the fast post balls.
Okay, does get Mark the Shark in the corner here, so is Atrocity going to put some pressure on? Mark the Shark fighting with the down one, and that's a full combo punish. Atrocity on life alert right now. Tries to go for the dragon kick, but eats a ghost ball instead, and Mark the Shark advances over Atrocity in the tournament. AK.
Yo, that was hype already, starting from the start of the match as well. Actually, now it is Mark the Shark taking it over Atrocity 3-1. And good games to these guys. Mark moves on into loser's side, and Atrocity unfortunately has left the tournament, or is forced to leave by Mark the Shark. But yeah, guys, hope you guys are enjoying it. There's some crazy matches already from the start of the stream. Remember, like I said, 45 contestants brought down to 8. Who will become the Kahn? Remember, the reigning Kahn at the moment is TV Killjoy 837. Will he keep his crown, or will he be forced to give it away? Find out tomorrow about that. But moving on to the next match.
Yeah, our next match is going to be Frosh 911 versus Arcadis, aka Careless winner. I've just started another Koth. Okay, so I'm going to be inviting you shortly. And then once you are in the lobby, if you don't mind, then sending that invites out to both Frosh 911 as well as Careless winner.
Will do.
Guys, if that first match is anything to go by, then really, that's only a preview of things to still come for the remainder of not just today, but our top 8 tomorrow as well, where the 4 players that are going to be qualifying for tomorrow are going to join 5 players that have already qualified. Unfortunately, one of those 5 are unfortunately unavailable. So instead of the 3 that was usually the plan, it's now going to be 4 players advancing from today's LCQ to go into tomorrow to meet up with the already qualified contestants to make up the top 8. Going to be battling out for number 1, the Kahn of Africa crown, as well as their share of 3,000 rand.
Yo, that's some big money. One of the biggest I've seen so far for Africa since I was here. So yeah, some excellent stuff.
And really we have to thank the wonderful community, the FGC admin team, and all the sponsors really for just making sure that this event is going to be not just fun to play Mortal Kombat, but there's going to be some extra motivation in there. As we saw, there were 45 contestants, or very close to 45 contestants, who registered for today's LCQ. And yeah, the bracket, as you said earlier on, AK, has been running since 12 o'clock this afternoon already, South African time. And definitely the business end of the afternoon. Winner semi-finals about to take place, and that is between Frosh 911 and Careless winner.
I have sent the invites there, Carlo. So this guy should join us shortly.
That's perfect. And then immediately hereafter, the battle of the Gematrix boys. Gematrix's Mr. Zaza going up against Gematrix's Mr. 5000.
So there's some heavy titans in this top 8 already. But just a background on how Frosh arrived here. He has beat Checkmate 3-1. He has beat Black Kratos 3-0. He has beat Velvet Overkill 3-1. And on the Arcadis Careless winner side, he has beat Jivs 3-2. He has beat Heribai 3-2. And he has beat Mark the Shark 3-2. We have Careless winner so far in the lobby.
So that means we are just waiting for
There he is.
Frosh 911, who has just entered as well. Both these contestants, if I'm not mistaken, AK Slay, hailing from Zambia.
Correct, that is Kalo. Both Zambian contestants.
Match is about to take place, guys, so we'll get into the character select screen. I almost 100% agree that Frosh is going to be going for the Kano pick.
Yeah,
And it looks as if Arcadis, the Careless winner, has gone for the Liu Kang pick. Now we know he's been playing Liu Kang of late. Usually known for his Sub-Zero gameplay and very good Sub-Zero gameplay, but he seems to have found a character that he feels he can do the job with.
True, I've seen him do well as well on the streams with Liu Kang previously. I know, like you said, he is a Sub-Zero main, always meet him in Combat League mostly, but recently he's been taken to streams and glad to have him here as well. There we go, match number
I'll
1.
make you rich, Liu Kang.
Careless winner.
Bankrupt my soul.
Frosh 9.
It ain't worth nothing anyway.
This is the winner's side bracket.
Fight.
Both these guys just feeding each other now. Already a flawless block coming through there from Frosh 911.
Overhead captain. Careless winner in the corner there.
Bicycle kick ×2, trying to get that bicycle kick KB loaded there, but back grab coming through here from Careless winner. Both guys more or less on life points, level life points. Great combo coming through here from Frosh 911. Probably the most complete Kano player I've seen on the African scene here, AK.
Very strong Kano player. I remember Frosh started out day 1 when I used to watch him in Kung Lao, and then recently with the Kano, but still playing some Kung Lao as well. But yeah, one of the best Kano I've seen as well. He does the nice combo damages.
Down to crushing blow lands, and are we going to see a breakaway? Nope. Tries to mix it up in the corner there, but Careless winner quite aware of what Frosh was about to throw out. Again, you kind of wonder how necessary it is to break away against Kano, and that's exactly why. That back 1 is such an effective armor breaker. Now, are we going to see only a real master comeback here from Careless winner? Unfortunately not. Frosh takes the first game. And that was fairly quick stuff there from Frosh 911.
Yeah, Kano makes short work most of the time, with especially with Frosh behind the Kano. It's like 2 rounds already. That is Frosh 1 versus Careless winner 0. Like I said, guys, this is the winner's round side.
Fight.
Okay, so are we going to see Careless winner go into the Sub-Zero pick, or is he going to stick with
Kano.
the Liu Kang?
Johnny Cage.
I know, this is quite interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Careless winner pick up Johnny Cage before. But the fact that they ran to Johnny Cage and fairly quickly at that, it has to, at least to me, suggest, AK, that
Hourglass.
he's definitely got the Johnny Cage. How it's going to fare against this particular menace called Kano, I'm not entirely sure. But I think Careless winner might have something up his sleeve here that he wants to bring to Frosh and just say, you know what, you've got the momentum, but hold on.
99.
He's just busy on his 100th pull-up.
Yeah,
Fight Cage was
very
disgusting.
quickly picking on Johnny Cage.
Wanna
Maybe
lick
he
the
knows
blood off the floor?
a counter against Kano.
Tempting,
Let's see how
but no.
it pans out here.
Fight.
Okay, so looks like Johnny Cage has his winter pajamas on, that outfit there. Okay, what we've seen is Careless winner doesn't seem to fall for the forward 4 overhead attack from Kano, but interrupts it this time with a down 1. Goes for the reverse grab.
That's the 4 amplified projectile.
Oh, landed it low, but I don't think he will leave there, AK. Didn't complete that particular combo. Just misses the conversion there. Would have been a wonderful pickup there, but unfortunately Frosh 911 missed out, and we're going to see a breakaway here coming through from Frosh 911.
Frosh is fairly fast to react with those throws and his reflex and punch.
Oh, and a great overhead to finish off that particular round. Frosh looking extremely impressive against Careless Winner so far, and didn't look too uncomfortable with the Johnny Cage pick there, did Careless Winner, but short up into the back grab, confuses Frosh just a little bit. Fortunately for him, only 130 damage coming through from that particular throw. Pushes Johnny Cage to the corner with that forward 1, 2, back 2. Down 2, crushing blow, connects again, forces the breakaway. Oh, and again, late block on that particular string, and another crushing blow coming through. Careless Winner in all sorts of trouble here.
And overhead connect.
And succumbs to yet another forward 4 overhead, and Frosh just steamrolls his way into a 2-0 lead over Careless Winner. Looking extremely impressive here, AK.
Very good, working his way from the start. Like we said, both these players haven't lost the game from the start. And yeah, the Titans. But Frosh looking good, as you say. Taking it 2-0 so far over Careless Winner. Let's see what Careless Winner is about to do.
Okay, so between the two character choices of Liu Kang and Johnny Cage, in my mind, he looked more comfortable with the Liu Kang. So I don't think we're going to see a return to the Johnny Cage pick. I don't think. But he must surely be considering quite strongly a Sub-Zero pick here.
He loves his Sub-Zero normally.
He's still thinking about it, which is always good to see, because I think with the kind of Africa tournament on the line, it's not something that you necessarily want to rush into. I mean, he has a chance here to be acknowledged as the #1 player in all of Africa, at least for the southern and eastern part. And it looks like he's gone for the Sub-Zero pick.
Yeah, one of his famous Sub-Zero. Many have complained in Combat League against Careless Winner's Sub-Zero, but a great player at that. Let's see if he can reverse something here, get a game to his name. This is his third character, a different character pick versus Frosh 911's still Kahn.
Round 1. Fight.
Game number 3, guys.
Okay, game number 3 indeed, with Frosh 911 up 2-0 against Careless Winner. Command grab coming through there. I think Careless Winner was probably expecting buttons to be pressed immediately after that plus frame combo, but went for the command grab instead. So Frosh mixing it up quite nicely. Now he's
out of that.
gone for a particular version of Sub-Zero, knowing full well that this variation of Frosh doesn't have the Vegemite to make its way through projectiles, but unfortunately goes for the unsafe option and pays the full price there. 313 damage coming through from the Kano combo. Again, lands the forward 4 overhead, and Frosh is on match point in triple quick time here. AK, Frosh means business.
Like you said, the Vegemite variation, but I saw like Frosh pulling out of that ice ball there with his biomagnetic field. So that's quite good as well to cater for that special from Sub-Zero.
Well, definitely with the introduction of MK11 Ultimate and the custom variation options now being completely legal in any tournament setting, it's just done something completely different for so many characters, including Kano. Unfortunately, some people will now claim that Kano is broken. It's just I think NRS has just pulled something out of their hat here in terms of allowing customs, because it's just given the game a completely new lease of life.
And much more balanced now. You can pick your favorite character who you thought wasn't so strong, and yeah, enjoy it more actually with this custom variation.
Frosh 911 in a life deficit that round, but unfortunately goes for the down 4 into the slide, and that's going to do it. Frosh 911 taking it 3-0 over Careless Winner. That was probably one of the most impressive showings I've ever seen Frosh 911 pull out on stream, and it just happens to be in the Kahn of Africa tournament, and just finishes it off with a standing 4. But there you have it, guys. Frosh 911 over Careless Winner 3-0.
Yo, some impressive play from Frosh. but not something strange to me. I've been mocked by Frosh as well, and he's quite an aggressive player, Frosh. Like we have seen now, 3-0 over Careless winner.
3-0
Careless winner is
indeed.
no slouch either, but obviously the better man wins, and that we say not goodbye to Careless winner.
No,
but
not at
we will
all.
see soon in losers round as Frosh moves, I think, into the winners final already there, Carlo.
Winners final, where he's going to be facing the winner of our next match. The match between Gematrix's Zaza and Gematrix's Mr. 5000. Mr. 5000, probably a fan favorite to take the Kahn of Africa tournament, but still has quite a few monsters to get through in this particular tournament. So it's far from over as far as I'm concerned. If you don't mind, AK, getting those invitations sent out so we can get this next match up and running.
And with that said, I have invited both these guys already. And just a big shout out to all the guys who have entered the Kahn of Africa, stemming back from as well from the FGC Africa volumes. Like we know, starting at volume 23, we have had some winners there. Those were 5 winners, like Carlos said earlier. Those winners, volume 23 was Luna Panda Bear, volume 26 Zombie Classic, volume 27 Mr. Make a Smile, volume 29 Rising Nachi, volume 30 AI Killjoy. So between these 5 tournaments there was about 5 times 8, 40 players already, and another 40, or some might be overlapping, another 40 today, 45 today. So it's about 80 Khans of Africa trying to get an attempt to rip off TB Killjoy's crown, perhaps.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen AI's Killjoy over the last couple of weeks on stream with a renewed focus, with a mean streak almost. Basically, I don't want to use the word mopping because it wasn't necessarily mops in all those games there, AK, but definitely just pushing aside anybody who stood in his way. So I think of late, Killjoy, he's got his mind right, he's got his focus right, and he's going to need to pull out all of those things if he's going to have to make it through what is shaping up to be a stacked top 8.
Yeah, like you say, Mr. 5000, such an aggressive player, doesn't give you time to think for a frame itself. He's just keep pressuring you. Compared to other players who also make top 8 and the great players in Africa, some are more reserved with the defense and the strong offense thereafter. But with Mr. 5000, only offense. No time to think, so you better become fast reacting when playing against Mr. 5000.
Let me pass the controller to Combo Breaker Tweedy, seeing that Frosh 911 was actually swapping controllers with Biohazard in that last match. Okay, guys, let's just see what's happening in the COT lobby. We've got Zaza already there. We are just waiting on Mr. 5000 to join him. Mr. 5000 is in the YouTube chat along with 40 other Africans. Panda Bear, I see you. I am Grooti, Zaza himself, Commander Dimak, Law. Who do we have here? We see Zeng Alamak, the Kahn of Africa himself. We see Hilton Orenser. We see Zombie Classic. And we're just waiting to see Mr. 5000 in the lobby to take on his teammate, Puises Crushed, aka Zaza.
Yeah, in the meantime, whilst waiting for the other contestants, Mr. 5000, just want to say, yeah, well done to FGC Africa admin for doing a great job thus far with the tournament. And also to the 45 contestants, I'm just going to run through them quickly before we start the match for joining LCQ as well. That is Ivo Massaxi, Heribai, Snydram, Bilal, Killer Sultan, Blaze the Hero, Lil Tunchi, Kalel, Lord Patrick, Maneki, Nemesis Frost, Hazardous Les, Pennywise Randy, Dominic, Matt 5 Bio, Armor Piercing Sage, I Am Brooty, V the Janitor, Mr. Jills, X-Ray 92, PB 2.1, Atrocity, Will Bartness, Catalyst, Mahesh Aveen, Checkmate, FGC, Uri, Elite Wolf, Macalonzo, Admiral Hardass, Velvet Overkill, Snake Eater, Lucky X, A Cat with Rabies, Frost 911, Mr. 5000, The Flavor, Singles Type Show, Black Kratos, Rex Tudaki, Careless Winner, Pierce's Cross, Silent Apex, and Grifter.
That was some impressive stuff there, AK. Going through all those contestants while waiting for Mr. 5000 to join the COT lobby. The invitations have gone out to both of them?
Correct. And I've done that all in one breath.
Yeah. No, like I said, that was some impressive stuff there.
I'm just going to check on chat as well to see what's happening with Mr. 5000. Let's wait for a reply from 5000.
Okay, Mr. 5000 saying he hasn't received an invite. I'm just going to send him another invite now. And get him into this game to get this second winners semi-final match underway. The winner of this match is going to be facing Frosh 911 in the winners final, which I believe is going to be taking place immediately after this game, AK. So whoever the winner of this game is has the unfortunate luxury of taking part in 2 successive games on stream. So Mr. 5000, that invitation has gone out.
Lebo just said my mic is sounding a bit soft. Is it better now, Carlo? Can you hear me clearly?
I'm hearing you fine right through, AK. So
other guys in the chat, let me know if you can hear me clearly as well. Welcome Game 1, welcome Law 837 Moon Gang boys. You see Zaza in the chat, Panda Bear, Donovan.
Okay, so Hitbox 5000 is still saying that no invite is showing yet. I've sent him one as well.
That is strange. And we are already friends with him.
Okay, he's busy restarting his console now. Guys, you know, while we're waiting for Mr. 5000 to join, just in terms of FGC Africa and the month of March, I mean, this is a stacked Mortal Kombat 11 month. We've got so much happening. We've seen already the first week of the CGL event take place, the Southeast Africa edition of Console Combat. Week number 1 already took place on the 1st. We've still got 3 more weeks of CGL qualifiers being on the 15th, the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd of March. We've also then got the 8 highest accumulated points advancing to the CGL finale taking place on the 29th of March. So already there, guys, there's $500 as a prize put courtesy of CGL, who have teamed up with FGC Africa to bring you Console Combat Southeast Africa Edition. So guys, if you have not signed up, visit the FGC Africa Twitter account, get all the details there. And this could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to actually play part in a tournament that has been sponsored by CGL, who have been kind enough to give us a platform as Africa to showcase our talent on the big stage, and that has now become a reality. So if you have not yet registered, guys, please go over to @FGC_Africa, get all the details for all the upcoming events, including CGL, and get yourself registered to become a part of history.
100%, Carlo. With March still on its way, like you said, CGL. Hopefully there's much more bigger things to come as well. So guys, don't feel shy, enter. This is the only way we're going to get Africa on the map with the exposure for other parts of the world, looking at us, looking down into us as Africa as a whole. So the more numbers we get, the better it is for us exposing our talent, because there's some great talent here. And more about some stats. I'm going to give you some stats who entered the last chance qualifier in terms of countries. With Angola, there were 3. With Kenya, there was 5. Mozambique, there was 1. South Africa, 25. Uganda, 1. Zambia, 9. And Zimbabwe, 1. So like I gave the names before, the 45 contenders. Well done to you guys for joining. All you guys winners here for at least taking it and challenging yourself at least to get into the brackets and play. There were some DQs earlier on, but everything ran smooth so far. We are already in the top 8 as we are streaming. So at the moment, waiting on Zaza versus Mr. 5000.
Zaza with Mr. Zaza versus Mr. 5000. The G-Matrix boy is just struggling to get Mr. 5000 in right now. He's busy restarting his console, guys. So we will get to his match shortly. Just a couple of results to report on coming through from the losers bracket. Losers round 6. The match between Mark the Shark, who we've seen take on Atrocity in the previous match, going up against Lucky X777, a very dangerous looking Sonya player. Mark the Shark advancing there, taking it 3-1. So Mark the Shark, with that victory, is advancing into the losers quarterfinals, where he's going to be facing, if I am not mistaken, the loser of this particular match about to take place. AK, if you don't mind sending out.
Okay, I've been kicked out from the COT at the moment.
Alright, I'm going to try and start a brand new COT, and I'm going to invite everybody in.
Do you think you should invite these 2 guys before me, or we'll just try everyone?
Okay, let me get the 2 guys in first. Once they're both confirmed to be in, you'll then get into the COT thereafter. It might mean that you're going to miss the action in game number 1, AK.
No problem. As long as these 2 guys are in there, the main thing, that'll be fine. I'm just trying to look at the brackets here. And this is the history of Zaza, who's going to play now. Zaza takes it over Armor Piercing Sage, because Armor Piercing Sage had a DQ. Zaza takes it 3-1 over Atrocity, and Zaza takes it 3-0 over Dominic J 5000. On the Mr. 5000 side, it is Mr. 5000 taking it over Admiral Hardass as a DQ. Mr. 5000 taking it over Mahesh Aveen 3-0. Mr. 5000 taking it over Z the Janitor 3-0, and Mr. 5000 taking it over BGH aka Bilal 3-1.
Just trying to sort out some admin here as well while we're waiting for the invites to be accepted.
Correct. Guys, don't forget, like we said earlier on, 3,000 rands cash going to the top 3 tomorrow, which will be streamed at 5 p.m. hosted by Charlie Wolf and Blind O on FGC Africa, same channel.
And don't forget, guys, we are streaming on both YouTube as well as on Twitch. So if you want to go and have a look at the Twitch side of things, I'm sure our bots in chat would have been updating you in terms of the links. Go over onto Twitch, have a look and see if the stream quality is perfect, because I think slowly but surely over the course of the coming months, before I continue, AK, both these guys are in fact in the COT lobby now.
Okay.
The match is about to start, so I'm going to be sending you an invite. As I mentioned, you might be missing out the action
No.
in game number 1.
And no worries, you will take that for me. Take one for the team.
That's perfect.
I have received. Thanks.
Okay, guys, so we are obviously happy that the match is about to take place between Mr. 5000 and Puizus Crust.
Johnny Cage.
Jesus Christ is another synonym for Jesus Christ, I think, but we're not going to do blasphemy here. Jesus Christ. I think it means that, similar to that.
All I know is that it is Gem Matrix's Mr. Zaza going up against Gem Matrix's Mr. 5000. Now, Zaza, a bit of an unknown entity as far as MK11. Oh, and unfortunately, Mr. 5000 gets kicked out of the Koth. So clearly, this Koth is a little bit unstable. And I'm going to suggest that the two of them possibly play their match off stream.
Could it be that I tried to join in and then they got kicked off because I've just joined in now?
I'm not too sure. Okay, but I think if you don't mind, maybe just try leaving the Koth and I'll try to get Mr. 5000 back. And I
Will
think for
do.
the purposes of this connection, I will try to share my Discord screen with you so that you'll be able to watch the action as well.
Good stuff.
Fight.
Okay, so Mr. 5000, the invite has gone to you again. Apologies for the delay, guys, but I mean this is just some of the issues that we as the African community have to put up with every now and then. Checkmate in chat, Gamer 1, Zaza, Payne, Mark the Shark himself, Careless winner, Art Department, Lord Nemesis, Brian Luke, Alamac, Law, they're all in chat, having a good time. Okay, it looks like these guys are in the Koth again.
Will you share your screen, Carlo?
I'm doing that as we speak.
It.
Spawn.
Okay, so it does look like
Johnny
these
Cage.
guys
Johnny
are connected.
Johnny Cage.
The ping, if I'm not mistaken, is looking fairly healthy on both players' accounts, so that's quite promising. It looks like we've got a Jackie going up against Mr. 5000's infamous Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I see that. Jackie with that. What is that skin called? Porn type skin.
Yeah, it's
a sore sight, but anyway. Hopefully. Oh, but he's gonna change.
he is going to change it. It looks like he's gone for the Eren Black pick going up against the Johnny Cage of Mr. 5000. And you know, I was saying earlier on before Mr. 5000 got disconnected, Zaza from Mortal Kombat 11 point of view, at least from me personally, has been a bit of an unknown entity because I haven't actually seen him play Mortal Kombat 11 that often as I have Injustice 2 before this. But what I am aware of is that he is absolutely capable of playing the game and playing it at a very, very high level. And what we're seeing right now is a Eren Black pick going up against Johnny Cage and Mr. 5000. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how this all unfolds. Eren looking fairly aggressive with the back 2-2-2s. Mr. 5000 fighting back quite nicely there.
Yeah, like you say, haven't seen much of Zaza during the MK11 days, but glad he is back. Fought his way quite strongly through the brackets to meet Mr. 5000, so he still got it in him.
Fight.
I like we said, haven't seen him much in streams as well. I think the last of that was only a year or so ago. So Mr. 5000 taking that first round.
Okay, so he's got the low shot as well, but it doesn't seem to be too effective at this point. Mr. 5000 having it all his own way. Great anti-air there. I'm not even entirely sure it was intended there, okay, but it was effective nonetheless. Very much a YOLO slide coming through there, and the wake-up fatal blow. So I am caged for Mr. 5000. Not going to be too phased by that decision for Mr. Zaza to actually, you know, trigger that fatal blow. Lungu out and just eats a force ball to the face. Johnny Cage takes a 1-0 lead in this winners semi-final match.
Yeah, like you said, that move down Peacemaker, it's called, on that Aaron Black, where it does keep you safe with a push back. But yeah, not too effective. Obviously, if you're blocking, it's not going to be your turn, perhaps. 5000 taking it comfortably already with his Johnny Cage. We have seen a lot of his Johnny Cage lately on some streams. Looking strong, and it is Mr. 5001 against Zaza 0.
Johnny Cage.
Remember, guys, this is first to 3 all the way, even with grand final.
Zaza looking to hover over Shiva right now, and I wonder if he's going to think he's going to stomp his way through to victory here. He chooses against it, and he goes for a character that I do know he plays in Baraka. I've also seen on one Charlie Wolf Gaming stream, AK, he also has a very, very solid looking noob Cybot, so
yeah, you've only seen him now playing some Baraka before, like Noob Saber just said, and this Aaron Black. Not sure if he took a break from the MK11 scene, but like I said earlier, good stuff in coming and meeting Mr. 5000 already in the finals, battling it out between 45 players. Yeah, he is Zaza versus.
Down one into the amplified rising star, but gets opened up here, does Mr. 5000. And he's going to eat 300 plus damage, 372. Baraka does hit like a truck. You know, and probably one of the characters in this game that does have access to some serious damage, but not the easiest to play in terms of getting to a position where you open your opponent up. He obviously depends quite a lot on his standing 1-1, his stagger game, his shimmy game.
100%, he has to be in close with Baraka to counter or use that damage from him. Here we see it again, 1-1-2 into gutted.
370 plus combo there coming through from Baraka. And again, goes for the forward 4 into the gutted. Mr. 5000 breaks away. Tries the grab, gets shimmied.
Nice piece of
Great play there from Zaza. Leveling out this game at 1 round apiece. Mr. 5000 obviously leading by 1-0 so far, but I think the Baraka pick does seem to be doing a little bit more than what the Aaron Black pick did a bit earlier on the AK.
Yeah, 100%. Like he said, he leveled it up already. This variation name called Bali will fix it. Now with 5000 in the driver's seat with fatal blow against Zaza's name, but that projectile amplified in the end.
There's a fatality coming out here. There's nothing else but the fatality coming out here. Who hired this guy?
Deadly uppercut, take 2.
Action! Cut!
Who hired this guy? What the fuck? Deadly uppercut, take 19.
Always good to see some fatalities after a while. But Mr. 5000 hopefully didn't think it's a first to 2. It is first to 3. Mr. 5000 taking it 2 now against Zaza 0. This is first to 3, Mr. 5000. Maybe he's just sending a message with his Johnny Cage, perhaps.
Yeah, I think he's sent enough messages over the last couple of streams with the Johnny Cage pick, because he's like Killjoy over the last couple of streams that he has appeared on. He has looked extremely focused. He has looked like he wants to prove a point. I think in many people's minds, probably the unofficial Kahn of Africa coming into this tournament, or at least everybody's favorite, or many people's favorite to take the crown.
Johnny Cage.
But still has a while to get through this particular last chance qualifier, and I think more importantly, still has to get through tomorrow's top 8 as well, should he make it there.
Baraka.
Yeah, gotta fight his way through, because I don't think he made it. Yeah, definitely not made it in the other 5 editions of FGC Africa volumes, where the 5 players are already kept aside for tomorrow's 5 p.m. stream to be already in the top 8. But I think we're taking the top 4 this afternoon, Carlo, as I think one guy has disqualified from tomorrow, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that is correct. 5
So it's
guys
4
made
and
it.
4.
One of the guys unfortunately could not commit to being available tomorrow. So instead of taking the top 3 this afternoon, we are going to be taking the top 4 spots to join the other remaining 4 to make up top 8 tomorrow, 7th March, for the Kahn of Africa finale.
That's another chance, or another one for the guys to compete. 4 taken for tomorrow's. So it's 4 today and 4 tomorrow. We will compete in that final top 8 for the prize money of 3,000 Rand cash.
3,000 Rand indeed. And I like this choice from Zaza here to actually just stick with the Baraka. He definitely looked much more comfortable. Lost his plot a bit in the 3rd round in the previous game, but definitely showed enough for the duration of that match to suggest that, you know what, it's probably the right character here.
Correct, yeah, looking very strong with the Baraka so far, and much better than his first pick, I would say.
Oh, trades there on the back 3 from Johnny Cage. Fortunate there for Baraka, but still gets opened up by a decent looking combo. Gets pushed towards the corner, down 3 into the Rising Star. And this is where the 5,000 buttons comes from.
5,000 frames per second equals GG sometimes.
Yeah, he's just such an oppressive, such an in-your-face competitor in Mr. 5000. Had the opportunity to compete at EVO, had the opportunity to compete in MK11 at the Celtic Throwdown, where he actually went up against Dragon in a 60-yard mirror.
Yes, I saw that one as well. That was hype to see some of one of Africa's greats compete overseas. I think that was Ireland, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere.
Ireland indeed. Mr. 5000 about to close it out, but he gets opened up with a down 2 crushing blow. Gets the breakaway, opts not to go for the anti-air attempt, but I think that's going to do it for Mr. 5000. Taking it
Zaza.
over Zaza and advancing to the winners
Johnny
finals.
Cage wins.
Yeah, well done to Mr. 5000. And Zaza could have just confirmed in the fatal blow, because that would armor break his breakaway, and could have confirmed that round there. But this is what happened. So yeah, 5,000. Mr. 5000, 3-0 over Zaza. Great game so far. Hope you guys are enjoying it there in chat as well. Who did you come to support today for the Kahn of Africa? Let us know in the comments.
Well, with that being said, AK, because the internet connection was a little bit unstable when you came into the coth with Mr. 5000 and Zaza in play, Mr. Zaza is going to advance to the lower side of the bracket now. Mr. 5000 advances to the winners final, which is going to take place next on stream. So if Mr. 5000 can please remain in the coth, and then we're going to get his opponent in Frosh 911. Again, a Zambia showdown. Puises Crust, if you can please leave the coth lobby. You are not out of the tournament just yet.
Okay, are you gonna leave it at that? Let me stay on Discord or so. And are you gonna invite them there?
Let me just confirm with the elder gods of the FGC Africa bracket what matches are going to be taking place.
Okay. Shell says it's going to be the loser's side. Or you can just confirm with him.
Yeah, okay. So, unfortunately, Mr. 5000, sorry for giving you the runaround. Your match in the winners final against Frosh 911 will not take place just yet. We are moving into the loser side of the bracket. So, before we go further, let me just share with the audience what they can expect to see right now. We've got Zaza going up against Mark the Shark in the loser side, but before that, we have got Careless winner going up against Bob Grant Hill, aka Bilal. So guys, just to put you into the picture as well, this is where we are now. We are in the losers quarterfinals. We've got Arcadis going up against Bob Grant Hill, aka Bilal, followed by Zaza versus Mark the Shark, and then we'll get into your winners final match, the match between Frosh 911 and Mr. 5000. So guys, that's the order that we're going to follow for now. So if you don't mind, AK, you're not in the cost right now, so I'm going to have to send out all the invites. Do you want me to try and get you back into the cost, or are you going to continue with the screen share?
I think rather get me into COT. We'll just see.
Okay, let's do that. I'll get you into the cost. In the moment you are in, do you mind then just sending out invites to both Bilal as well as to Careless winner?
100%. We'll do it.
Okay guys, so the stream is moving on quite nicely. We are slowly but surely shaping up into deciding who are going to be our 4 remaining contestants who will battle it out, but also at the same time advance into tomorrow's winners finale, tomorrow's Kahn of Africa finale. Guys in chat, if you will, let me know, how are you guys finding the stream so far? Have you been enjoying the matches? Has there been any surprises according to you guys? Bilal and Careless winner about to take the stage right now. Thank you, Mr. 5000, for that bit of feedback. Really appreciate it. Cholwe, welcome, and thank you for that feedback as well. Epoch, I see you. Kahn of Africa is finally here, guys. It's been months in the making. It's finally here. I think Killjoy has held the title for very close to a year. And this is an opportunity for 7 other African contestants to tomorrow put Killjoy to the test and try to dethrone the Kahn of Africa. Matches are super hype. Thank you, Yengwe. AK, are you in the cost lobby?
Yes, I've just finished inviting both these contenders, Careless winner and BGH Bilal.
Watch this back-to-back Kahn vibe, says Mr. Killjoy himself. Somebody flawless blocked the stream there, I see. Now, thanks for that, Commander Dimak. Thank you for that. "43 Afrikaans in chat right now. We've got Bilal in the cost lobby. We are just waiting for his opponent in Careless winner to join us. He's joined us now.
Ooh.
Guys, we are about to get in.
Kalo on Discord, would you be able to unshare your screen or so?
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
And leave the voice. Thanks. This one can run smoother, like this. So like we said, Bilal versus Careless winner. This is the loser side of the bracket. Bilal opting for Aaron Black, Careless winner going with his blue Kahn. Yeah, Bilal hailing from Kenya and Careless winner from Zambia. Bilal was a good friend, but a good competitor in MK11, and so is Careless winner. As you have seen, these guys have made it thus far, top 8. Let's see how it stands out.
Okay, it's both players swinging so far. Careless winner and Bilal, aka Bob Grant Hill, aka BGH, whatever you want to refer to him. One thing you have to know is he is a fantastic player.
And he's got a black lung variation. Not sure if that's from smoking too much or so. Smoking opponents or just the usual smoke. But he does have that black lung and that crushing blow coming from Bilal. 300 damage, closing the first round game number 1. Now trying to get in with a grab. Unsafe slide from Bilal.
Standing two into the reverse grab, puts Liu Kang into the corner right now. Bob Grant Hill. Now this was actually my very first exposure to Bob Grant Hill, where he actually pulled out an Aaron Black against me in Combat League and completely overwhelmed me. So we have seen him play so many other characters, but it's quite nice to see him going back to the Aaron Black pick. But Careless Winner does not seem to be too phased by this pick right now, because definitely
Stand too quite effectively. He's done it about 3 times so far in this game. Oh, tries that down into a special.
Ooh, and a down 2 crushing blow connects. Down 2 to finish it off. 1 round apiece, guys. Bob Grant Hill versus Careless Winner.
Final round. Fight.
All the way to round number 3 in this game number 1. Toss it out to Green Acid.
That's punishable, the dragon kick, but he has breakaway.
Oh, just misses out that combo carry there. But he does have corner position here, does Bilal, and making full advantage of the corner position. Oh, he manages to empty out his rifle. Still has him in the corner. Swaps positions now eventually, but has the damage already been done here, AK? Great grab tech there.
Could be, but Bilal is in the corner for this moment, trying to get out, pulling out his gun, putting it back.
Okay, 1 fatal blow combo, and it will be the end of Bilal's first game.
Last strings.
See Bilal try to completely disregard the plus frames. Great anti-air, under pressure, it has to be said. And Bilal takes game number 1 over Careless Winner.
Aaron Black wins.
Bilal's been stuck in the corner for a while there, and Careless Winner trying to fight back, but in the end, that anti-air did the trick for Bilal. And it's Bilal now 1 over Careless Winner 0. Yeah, and did you see the good use of that stand to many times from Bilal, staggering it, I think about 4 or 5 times that match.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, I think Bilal dished out so much damage to Careless Winner in that 3rd round, keeping him in the corner. And you saw what happened there is the moment Careless Winner found an opportunity to swap positions, Bilal then took quite a bit of damage as well. And it came down to a fatal blow combo that could have gone the way of Careless Winner. But with that standing 2 anti-air, or standing 1 anti-air rather, that Bilal dished out under pressure in the corner, quite impressive stuff there from Bob Grant Hill. 1-0 over Careless Winner. And again, you love to see this. He's just taking a bit of time on the character select screen to decide who he's going to take going into game number 2. And he's opted for Liu Kang again. And I think there's nothing wrong with that pick. I think everything that we saw in the previous game there, AK, suggested that it could have gone either way.
correct there, Carlo. Sure is quite familiar or used to the Liu Kang pick. But remember, this is the loser's side. One will be going home this evening or this afternoon. The Careless winner can bring it back. Be water, my friend. And he's very interesting.
See the guys in chat having a lot of fun. Black Lung versus Be Water, my friend.
The back four, keeping him in the puddle of acid. Let's use the special to no avail. Nice.
Oh, crushing blow there from the 2-1, 2-1-2 combo. Tries the armor break, but just misses it.
Would have been 2 crushing blows in a row there, I think. Carlo.
And it would have been quite damaging as well. He empties out the rifle, so it's another crushing blow loaded here.
Oh, I wasn't familiar with that requirement, emptying out the rifle type of crushing blow. No.
Oh, and they're down 3 into the acid 4, and that might just kill. It does 150 damage for an amplified special. Not too bad.
Round 2. Fight.
Panda Bear, obviously watching this with a bit of interest because any one of these competitors here could potentially be his opponents, and that's going to be no crushing blow.
Oh, nice micro duck from that throw. Didn't complete the combo though.
Bilal looking very strong here in match number 2 here. In a life lead.
Here's the slide catching
Mixes it
back
up
forward.
nicely. Keeps Liu Kang sitting on that green acid. Liu Kang in worlds of trouble and finishes it off with the crushing blow. Bilal means business
Aaron Black.
as he storms into a 2-0 lead over Careless winner. This is a loser side match, guys, so whoever is the loser of this particular match is unfortunately going to say goodbye to their hopes of becoming the Kahn of Africa. And so far, Bilal has put himself into a very, very good position to actually take this game. But it's only 2-0. Okay, we've seen 3-0s before. We've seen reverse 5-0s on stream. It's Mortal Kombat 11. Anything is possible.
Anything can happen in MK11. Let's see what Careless winner is going to do. Guys, show your support to the guys that you wish to win or whoever you support. We've got Bilal 2 against Careless winner. Oh, like Carlos said, this is the loser's side, so one is going home. We have 4 slots available to make it through to the top 8 tomorrow. Guys are fighting hard to get into that 4.
The Hourglass.
So he goes to his Sub-Zero pick, that is Careless winner. All out or nothing because he's locked into this character, that is Sub-Zero, Arctic Trap and Treatment Ice variations.
Round 1.
Here we go, guys. Game number 3. Starting off with the down 4, putting that trap out, but the stack shot clears that out. So see yourself stuck in the acid. Careless winner got that ice ball out, putting up a trap again.
Good use of the sweep there coming through from Bob Grant Hill. Then the back grab. Now, how do you think this match goes? In favor of who on paper do you think this match goes to? Because
Sub-Zero is obviously a strong character, especially with the guy safe online as well.
great low profiling of that jump, one attempt there by Sub-Zero, and Bob Grant Hill looks like he's going to be closing it out now. He lands a amplified acid. I don't even know what that move is called. Bottom line, what I do know is that Bob Grant Hill's on match point right now. Careless winner's going to have to fight his way back here if he's going to stand any chance of progressing in this tournament. Not a wise choice there by Bob Grant Hill. I think we are probably on a amplified slide crushing blow loaded now.
Next one into ice ball there. Cross over. Using the full string 291 damage. Not bad. Hit him again with the ice. Could have confirmed there. But the down 4 slide, the famous from Careless winner in that round off.
Fight.
Okay, round number 3 in match number 3 here between BGH, Bob Granthill and Careless winner. Sub-Zero with that forward 4 shenanigans. Forward 2, sorry.
Ooh, he was trying to
That
do
was
it
lucky,
for
but
there.
it worked.
That's what.
Emptying out the rifle, loading up that crushing blow, and again doing the down 3 to basically low profile that attempted jump 1 there. So a bit of matchup knowledge coming through here. Doesn't fall for the down poke into the slide attempt. Remember, Bob Granthill is on match point. This time the down 3 fails, no low profile, and
Kind of mix there. Let's do the overhead. Let's do that.
oh, and this might be a crushing blow. No breakaway here, and this is going to be cashing out on some damage.
Puts him out of the air. Using his full string into slide.
Oh, and I think this might just be it. This might just be it.
Ah, he didn't
No.
control it.
But it does this time, and
yeah.
but fortunately, I'm not sure if the inputs were just missed, the timing was just missed, but manages to clutch out that game. Careless winner not out of this just yet, AK, and are we going to see a complete turnaround here?
Could be looking strong with the Sub-Zero so far. I thought he was going to go into the jump 1, stand 4 into fatals, but he did mix a bit there to confirm 100% that he's going to win. And Bob Granthill did get caught with that mix. And that is Careless wins game. It is now Bilal 2 against Careless winner 1. There are some hype matches there. Careless winner bringing it back with his Sub-Zero pick. I think that's his character he's most familiar with. So yeah, guys, hope you guys are enjoying it in chat there as well. Feel free to paste your comments
Aaron Black.
and enjoy the hype. This is LCQ, FGC Africa,
The Hourglass.
Kahn of Africa. Remember, 4 players this afternoon. The top 4 will visit the other 4 from the last Combat Africa tournaments who have won. 4 guys there, 4 guys here. They're gonna meet up in a top 8 tomorrow for 3,000 rands worth of cash. That'll be top 3.
And don't forget the esteemed honor of being possibly the new Kahn of Africa. And I say possibly because there has to be the defense of the crown.
And 100%, we got all of Africa's sharks in here to compete. It's going to be like a 7 against 1, if you may say that, because he's the one that's defending the crown. That is TG Killjoy HG7. And meanwhile, in game, Careless winner looking quite strong with Sub-Zero.
He is looking strong, and depending on the outcome of this particular match, I kind of do wonder if we're going to see Aaron Black coming out again, or if should Bilal go down in this particular match, if we're going to see something else coming out of his arsenal of characters, it has to be said. Careless winner takes his first round here, courtesy of the back throw. 41 Africans witnessing this stellar match between 2 of Africa's finest. Unsafe there, and Bilal opts to punish it with the back 2-2-2, forces the breakaway and the back grab as well.
Nice jumping coming from Careless winner air to air. Back to defense coming from Careless winner against Aaron Black. The back 1-4-3. Careless winner. Bilal tries to stagger some strings. Pokes coming from these guys. Careless winner moving into the acid, coming back out. The forward 2 into ice. Low ice, sorry. Careless winner has fatal blow at hand.
He does have fatal blow at hand, and we know Sub-Zero's fatal blow can be extremely dangerous, but punishes Sub-Zero with a forward 3-2, and now again it's match point for Bob Granthill.
It's gonna be, guys. This is in clutch as well. Hype match, strong matches by these two contenders. Last frames coming from Careless.
Oh, great anti-air there. Bilal was waiting for the jump in to come through. It came and he answered appropriately with that anti-air. Slide just out of range there.
It's crazy how Careless winner uses his Arctic trap at point blank range here.
Well, you said it earlier, AK, didn't you? It does seem like, although he's quite enjoying playing Liu Kang, Sub-Zero does seem to be his preferred character.
Yeah, true. I think it's most comfortable with it. He knows his strings proper. I think he's been playing Liu Kang recently.
Oh, and I think that's it. It's
Crushing
2
blows.
games apiece between these two guys.
Oh, that's crazy. He kept the crushing blow for the end and used it comfortably or strategically, should I say. And that is 2 games apiece now. Trying to reverse it. Getting 2 games from being 2 down is Careless winner.
Well, we have seen it before on stream, happened so many times. Somebody being up 2-0 and the opponent just completely reversing it. So I think Bob Granthill is probably going to feel a little bit under pressure here because, you know, as much as Mortal Kombat 11 is a skill-based game, it also becomes such a big mental game, especially when you are up 2-0, looking fairly comfortably, going into a match point scenario and your opponent turning it around, and now he must be feeling a little bit of pressure now on Bilal's side at least, but on Careless winner's side he's probably feeling so much momentum going into this game number 5. So is it going to be the momentum, is it going to be the mental side of things that picks up? Is Bilal going to have what it takes to just calm himself down, compose himself and get the win, or are we going to see Careless winner advancing to the next round of the losers bracket?
Yeah, you've uttered the exact sentiments that I was going to say before you said it. And yeah, we feel the same way. But I'm sure Careless winner more with the smile on his face. This is the last match. This is the first to 3, best of 5 that is. 2 game piece between these two. Nice stand to it. So grab coming from Bilal. So these 2 slide amplified. Then Careless gets him with the ice.
Oh, just waits out a button to be pressed there, and he's going to cash in on a crashing blow, 325 damage. Bilal in all sorts of trouble here. Careless winner looking to turn this around completely.
Like you said, the momentum earlier. I'm sure the momentum got him going. Just a wolf punish there coming from Careless.
Oh, and again tries to roll out, and unfortunately straight into that Arctic trap. He's going to get pushed back into the corner. Here is Aaron Black, and Sub-Zero looking to be in full control of this one here in the hands of Careless winner. Lands the wake up. It's opened up here, and is Bob Granthill going to do something here to try to maximize the damage he does?
Keeping Careless in the corner. The down for slide gets punished.
Great mix-up play there by Bob Granthill. Oh, and a bit scrappy at the end there, but Bilal manages to take the round nonetheless with a standing 1-1. It is final game, okay, final round. Who's going to be victorious at the end of this?
Yo. Crazy. So 2 slides. Like unreactable as many say.
Attempted anti-air, just missed, just out of range there, and Sub-Zero looking to restand. Does exactly that. Still has the corner position here, does Sub-Zero, and looking extremely dangerous here. Lands a crushing blow on the back throw. Bob Grant Hill in all sorts of trouble right now. And just succumbs to a down 2 at the end of it all. Careless winner successfully and legitimately turns it around 3 games to 2.
That was the reverse hype 3-2, like you said, Carlo, earlier. That was crazy, and quite a bit of skill coming from Careless winner, using all those strings effectively as well, ending into the down 2. I know Sub-Zero's jump in 1 is quite strong as well. You can press the jump 1 quite early to connect hit. But yeah, what a game that was. This was the loser's side of it, and Careless winner reverse 3-2 Bilal. So
can you just confirm with the Elder Gods our next match, AK?
Okay, I will do that.
Because I believe it's a match that, if I'm not mistaken, is going to see the return to stream of none other than Mark the Shark going up against Zaza.
That is correct, like you say, and confirmed by the Elder God as well. So I'm gonna get these guys quickly in the lobby.
Okay guys, so Careless winner advancing to the next round of the loser side of the bracket at the expense of Bob Grant Hill. He's going to be going up against the winner, I believe, of the next match between Mark the Shark and Gem Matrix's Zaza.
Yeah, with that being said, invites have been sent to Mark the Shark and Zaza. And I don't think we mentioned, but yeah, Bilal, that was the end for him in the tournament, as that was loser sides, as Careless winner moved on, fighting for that slot of 4 only to be moved on tomorrow in the top 8 final, Kahn of Africa. And we're getting closer to who these guys are.
And you know guys, don't get us wrong, because I think with 4 people going in, it's very easy to say, you know what, we are now in the top 4, so therefore we don't have to play our hearts out. Depending on where you place today, that's going to have a huge impact on your seeding going into tomorrow. Which means that if, for example, you are, let's say, you come 4th today, you go into tomorrow's game in 8th seed. That means that your first match is going to be up against seed number 1. And that is the kind of thing that you want to try to avoid as much as possible. So your placement today, even if you are guaranteed a top 4 finish, is going to have a huge impact on your placing coming into tomorrow's finale. So guys, I'm sure that between now and the end of today's action, we're going to see each and every person, irrespective of whether they're guaranteed a spot for tomorrow, play their absolute hearts out to ensure that they get the best possible placement going into tomorrow's seeding.
And also, Carlo, I have been kicked out of the squad there.
Okay, let me share the Discord screen with you.
Cool.
So we've got Zaza hovering over Scorpion. We've got X-Ray 92 hovering over Noob Cybot.
Someone's with Scorpion at the moment, or just thinking about it.
Kahn.
Guys, if you can also just remember that when you are playing on stream against your opponent, if you kindly put your camera volume down or off, so that it does not distract your opponent. Tweezers Crushed, aka Zaza, going up against Mark the Shark, aka X-Ray 92.
Round 1.
Let the games begin.
Games will
Mark the
begin.
Shark. Mark the Shark with his Total Kahn. Oh, was it? Yeah, and is it Zaza would? Oh,
Looks like Zaza's got the Baraka. Mark the Shark's got the...
what am I watching here on screen?
I didn't even know what I was thinking when I said
Kodokan
Baraka.
versus Sonya.
Yeah, so Zaza's definitely rocking the Sonya pick. I mean, it says they're the real Kahn under XO92, so it's quite evident that he's gone for the total Kahn pick here, but Zaza looking to kind of just trying the fatal blow. Great 1-2 stagger or 1-3 stagger into the forward throw. Has Kotal in the corner. Another forward throw lands, and Sonya is taking that first round.
Yes,
Oh,
that
you
was
gonna
it.
cry?
Round 2.
A different pick coming from Zaza. Didn't expect that one, but doing well at it already. Stop with that command grab, pushing Sonya into the corner. Command grab again. The amplifiers go back into the corner, but amplify. Goes up the sun. Use of the parry there.
Unfortunately, you're not going to have too much joy against Kotal Kahn at full screen, especially with access to that praising the sun.
Yeah.
Kotal just reminding Sonya that it's all on her to come to him, and unfortunately she tried, got a pizza to the face for her troubles, one down the piece.
Very difficult to get in, especially if your health is lower than Kotal's. When he pulls out the sun there, like end screen, you gotta move in. But in the same breath, the sun will burn you and do tick damage.
Zaza trying to make inroads here and does exactly that. Slight lag spike coming in there, but I don't think it's going to affect the players too much. These guys want to swing. Zaza in a very, very healthy looking life lead right now. Kotal ties the forward two, just out of range. Great awareness to get that grab throw. Tech in play, and is XO92 going to be going down in this first game? It's not over yet, AK. It is not over yet. One fatal blow combo conversion, and that is curtains for either of these players.
Target down.
Oh, he's looking in favor of Zaza as he closes that out with his string.
Trying to send a message here with a brutality.
Already breaking Kotal's arm, elbow to the face. Here comes the heavy drone. Point blank into Kotal Khan's face. That is Zaza. 1, Mark the Shark 0.
That is correct, and lots on the line here. Okay, lots on the line here for both these players. We are at that part of the tournament now where every win counts in terms of making sure that they are going to be placed in tomorrow's top 8. So both with not just the 3,000 Rand on their minds, but also just an opportunity to once again show up on stream tomorrow in that final top 8 for the Kahn of Africa. And immediately we see Mark the Shark going to his more preferred character choice in Noob Cybot.
Yeah, like you said, not only about the money as well, but the Kahn status, the Kahn of Africa, that is secure your place today and then battle it out tomorrow in the top 8 to see if you can dethrone the reigning Kahn, which was or is still TBQ Joy 8378.
Fight.
Here we go, match number 2. Mark the Shark opted for Noob Cybot this time.
Oh, great reactions there from Mark. Oh, unfortunately, because of that female hitbox, timing thrown out just a little bit. But again, maximizing the combo damage coming through here. 359 damage being dished out by Noob Cybot. the OG behind himself.
Crazy damage coming from Mark, but the crushing blow.
Crushing blow lands. Mark the Shark just trying to keep his space. Oh, unfortunately he gets caught with that fatal blow. And that's going to be the round for Zaza. Mark the Shark, if he's not careful here, AK could be staring down the battle fairly quickly here.
Beat ass and nuts.
Round 2.
Yo, Zaza with a pixel life left. And Mark the Shark not blocking the fatal blow. Good way to end it. Anyway, got the fatal blow, use it.
Oh, great interruption there by by Zaza rather. But round number 2, or attempt number 2 rather, Mark the Shark lands 263 damage. As Sonya in this corner here, takes the grab, keeps her in the corner. Gets hit with that overhead there and into a 300 plus combo. Gets caught by the low there, AK. Which way is this going to go here? In the dead pool. Is somebody going to take a jump into the water fairly soon? We'll find out at the end of round number 3. Mark the Shark not allowing himself to go down by 2 games to nothing. Trying to fight back, but he still has to contend with round number 3.
Yeah, looking much better with the Noob Cybot pick, but still 1 round apiece in game number 2.
Great anti-air coming through there from Noob Cybot, forces the air escape. Sonya again stuck in the corner here.
Nice one, Mark the Shark. Using some projectiles.
Okay, does have a life lead now. He's opted to go for the zoning approach here, basically inviting Sonya to come into him. We do know that Sonya, with access to those onion rings, has a wonderful zoning game herself. Ooh, and the crushing blow lands. Mark is in all sorts of trouble here.
And that's going to close it
Succumbs
out.
to a forward throw, and Zaza, AK, is up by 2 games to 0 and is teabagging his way to a potential advancement at the expense of Mark the Shark. Are we going to see Baraka coming out here? Are we going to see Mark the Shark stick to Noob Cybot? Or are we going to see a surprise pick? Now, when I say surprise pick, you know who I'm referring to, AK. You know who I'm referring to. And we've been waiting patiently to see this particular character appear on stream at this stage of a tournament. Because the only person ballsy enough to do it is Honeybee. Will Mark the Shark join the ranks?
But yeah, let's see if he's gonna do that. But I'm sure he's gonna change to his Baraka if I'm not. Yeah, my nerves are telling me Baraka because I know he plays Baraka quite well as well. He chose his total Kahn, he chose his Noob Cybot, got annihilated by Zaza. Zaza sends the same message, deja vu, for the same fatality in game 2 as well. Saying whoever you pick, I'm going to do the same cleaning up and the same fatality.
Okay, it's all or nothing now. He's put his entire tournament life in the hands of Noob Cybot. He has to reverse 3-0 this if he's going to advance into the next round of the losers bracket. Will he be able to? We've seen Mark pull rabbits out of hats before, but this is looking to be a tough ask, it must be said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Similar have we've seen Careless winner reverse 3 against Bilal. So anything can happen. Mark the Shark looking good for the moment in round 1. Using those ghost balls and projectiles back forward 2. The slide keeping him safe. Nice defense coming from Mark the Shark. 1-1-2 to the slide thereafter. Close that round.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, trading with his onion rings right now. Mark the Shark up around in game number 3 here. Oh, great spacing there by Mark the Shark. Cashes in on that crushing blow, 310 damage.
That's good. But
Zaza opens him up and lands the crushing blow, 350 damage. Now, for somebody with such a small frame as Sonya Blade, she does do some serious damage. But the forward two into the face, and Johnny Cage is going to be a little bit upset with that. Turbo bags coming through, but Mock the Shark saying, I'm not going to fatality you. Or is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
Is there enough, he says. Good 2-round clean coming from Mark the Shark, sticking with his new Cybot. Now in his turn to give fatality unto Zaza. It is now Zaza still on match point 2 against Mark the Shark 1. I'm sure the guys in chat are quite happy seeing some turbo bags and some fatalities this afternoon on LCQ, Kahn of Africa. Hope you guys are having a great time. I am. Now it's Zaza's turn to choose a character. Now obviously locked in with Noob Cybot.
Cage.
Now he chooses the daughter, Sonya Blades, mother and daughter.
I see Arcadis in chat saying they've got a match set up for Salt Series next week. I didn't catch the rest of that. Excuse me, guys. I haven't caught the rest of that chat. So if you can just maybe enlighten me, all 52 of you in chat right now, absolutely fantastic, guys. But we've got a match. Zaza has now gone for the Cassie Cage pick.
Yeah, he used the mother and now it's the daughter.
So Johnny Cage possibly having to be upset on 2 accounts here, depending on the outcome of this match. Great spacing there by Mark the Shark again. And after going down in those first 2 games, AK does look to seem well, he's seemingly a bit more comfortable now.
Yeah, like you said, he's got the momentum. Taking the first game, teabagging and fatality, keeping his confidence up perhaps. And looking good in this first round. Mark the Shark takes it over Zaza. First round, this is game number 4.
Game number 4 indeed, and just opting to zone here, trading projectiles, and Mark the Shark's going to be fairly happy with that. Although I must be honest with you, the use of the shadow tackle, probably not the best in this particular match.
Perhaps Zaza knew the zoning and tried to pick Cassie Cage for the low.
Great spacing there, and great whiff punish by Mark the Shark, and just like that, after going down 2-0, we are seeing turbo bags, T-bags, and all sorts of other stuff coming through here from Mark the Shark. Not necessarily known for that side of his game, but clearly having quite a bit of fun as he dishes out yet another fatality, with the scores now tied at 2 apiece.
Perhaps Mark the Shark is pissed off like one of Johnny Cage's special move, returning the favor of Zaza's fatality and bags, and it is 2 apiece between these Africans here. Game number 5.
Panda Bear, welcome in chat, looking attentively at the quality of play coming through here, because Panda Bear is going to be potentially facing 4 of the guys that you are seeing here, the 4 qualifiers. Could be facing any of these 4 in the first round. Anything is possible, guys. The finale is coming up, but before we get there and finalize who's going to be making their way through to tomorrow's finale, we've still got a good few matches for you to get through now. Like this match here, X-Ray 92 on 2 points, Zaza from Gematrix on 2 points. Match point for both players.
That is correct. Hype matches indeed. Going to the full 5 games here. Don't forget, in country's term, Mark the Shark, South Africa, Zaza, Zambia.
Zaza, of course, the legendary league winner in the Injustice 2 tournament before MK11 came into the scene. So definitely not a slouch in the FGC by any stretch of the imagination, and of course making it this far in this particular tournament just solidifies that. Fantastic player going up against Mark the Shark, going all the way, and now he's pulled out a Shiva pick.
Oh, there it is, the Shiva. Jump God.
Okay, now I think the timing of the Shiva pick, absolutely fantastic. Great reactions there by Mark the Shark.
Oh, nice. Walk out of that stop from Mark the Shark. Trying to get in close, keeping Shiva at bay. Don't want her to use the storm.
No meter to extend. Oh, and unfortunately goes for the unsafe stuff. Fatal blows him out of his armor. Avesh, I think this might just kill, or it might be very close.
He used the 4-2-1 into the fatal blow. 390 damage. It did scale a bit there, but still the down up takes the damage as well.
Okay, that was a WTF moment there according to Don Pablo. Yeah, Don Pablo. But Mark the Shark not out of it just yet. He is facing a match point in favor of Zaza. Oh, and unfortunately again, what's going to be happening here? AK, this is so tense right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling the hair standing on end here already.
And again, doesn't manage to land that particular punish there. Does land the crushing blow, the 266. As Shiva in the corner. Is she going to be able to fight out? Finishes that combo string, goes for the jump. And again. So tense right now. The squeaky bump times and just cashes in on that fatal blow. Mark takes it to the final round of the final game. Now both players have used their fatal blow, so it's going to be Noob and his spacing versus Shiva and her stomping to determine who's going to advance into the next stage of this tournament. Mark the Shark opting for the forward 2 as opposed to the standing 1.
Again, tries to move out, gets punished with the stomp, amplified, holds 2-1 from Shiva. Oh, nice use of that teleport coming from Shark.
Ooh, crashing blow, 427 damage, and Shiva suddenly now looking in a world of trouble. Not out of it just yet. And not out of it just yet. Why did NRS do this? Tries the wake up buttons. This is going to be squeaky bum times amplified here. Okay.
Yo, this is quite tense to watch. Mark didn't punish.
And this time he does, and Mark the Shark surviving the scare, but reverse 3-0s Zaza and advances into the next round of the loser side, where he's going to be facing Arcadis, aka Careless winner.
Yeah, like indeed you said, squeaky bum time. Mark the Shark takes it 3-2 over Zaza. But maybe quite a strategic or good pick, I would say, from Zaza.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day,
absolutely.
Mark the Shark.
I think it was big brain thinking there from Zaza to pull out the Shiva, because there wasn't a match for him to get used to, you know, his tendencies in terms of the stomping. Yeah. And it was just down to playing the game for, you know, in its situations. And I think at the end of the day, Mark the Shark prevailing, but it has to be said, an absolutely fantastic performance from Zaza.
Yeah, excellent stuff from Zaza. I'm just trying to remember as well. I think Zaza was, when the game came out, I think he also made it into the Fire and Ice tournament, where he met Mark the Shark and Mr. 5000 as well, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen that on YouTube. Legendary League winner, they say.
Yep.
That was his name before. But sadly, or in favor of Mark the Shark, but not in favor of Zaza. We say goodbye to Zaza. But I'm just trying to find out what is the actual placements at the moment.
Well, before we get that, we've got our next match lined up as well. Okay, so if you don't mind sending, oh gosh, okay.
Are you gonna invite? Yeah.
Let me invite them, because I think every time it seems like you and the Zambians are in the same coth, it seems to bomb out. So I'm gonna try to get Frosh 911 as well as Mr. 5000 to take part in the winners final of this LCQ Kahn of Africa tournament. It's about to, we're getting into the business end here, AK, and if we can just ask X-Ray to leave the coth lobby. He's probably still shaking a little bit after that match. But right now, guys, winners final, Mr. 5000 going up against Frosh 911.
Yeah, getting towards the end. Hype matches so far. And from the beginning of the tournament, which started at 12, we are now on the time of 4:30, 4.5 hours of great games in Mortal Kombat 11. These are two Zambians now. Frosh 911 versus Mr. 5000. As with the other matches, this is also going to be a hype match. Both of these guys, aggressive type players at that. Like I said earlier, Mr. 5000, only with aggression. You don't have any time to breathe or think or react. 5,000 frames per second, 5,000 buttons per second, whatever you may call it. When I face him, I just get struck. It's like no turn. But on the other hand as well, Frosh making it from the start, as well as Mr. 5000 not losing in winners finals at the moment. So big ups to these two Africans. I'm sure these guys are going to secure their spots for the top 4 this evening.
Well, without too much of a wait, both these guys are in the coth lobby. They're about to select their characters. And of course, you guys in chat are about to witness the winners final between Frosh 911 and Mr. 5000.
Guys, you can also go crazy in the chat. Who are you supporting, or who do you think's gonna win this matchup, let alone the finals, grand finals? So you can go crazy in the chat. Feel free and enjoy yourself. I hope you guys are enjoying. Let's see, 5000 sticking with that Johnny Cage from the start, I think from the tournament. Frosh 911 RDG opting for the Kung Lao, the second chosen one.
Now, I wonder if he's approaching this game thinking to himself that, okay, he's got another tournament life in the bag, so if I need to, I can always bring Kano out. I personally, after the performances we've seen from Frosh, taking it over checkmate, taking it over, you know, he's had quite an impressive run here.
With the Frosh pick, you say?
Including a victory over Careless winner.
Oh, I'm saying with the Frosh pick, I mean with the Kano pick, yeah. But
I would have gone for the Kano pick. I would have gone. But I mean, I played his Kung Lao already as well. And I mean, this guy is no slouch with any character.
100% correct.
These guys swinging now, and Frosh 911 cashes in on the fatal blow. He's going to take this first round surely.
Another type of deja vu I've seen with the pixel light left and Frosh confirms into the fatal blow, closing the first round. That was tight.
Round 2.
One hit confirmed, fatal blow. GG's for the first round, that is.
GG's for the first round, and has to be feeling somewhat confident going into round number 2 here. But he is facing Mr. 5000 AK, so it's going to be very difficult for him to just assume that because he's taken the one round that he's going to get his way in this entire match, because as you can see, 5,000 buttons being pressed here by Mr. 5000. That's flawless. That is a flawless
victory.
Impressive stuff there from Mr. 5000. And we just see buttons being pressed here.
Fight.
I mean, we've seen fatal blows, we've seen fireballs, we've seen Kung Lao throwing his hat, we've seen down twos, we've seen breakaways, we've seen it all.
Okay, this is quite tense. 5000 in the corner at this moment. Omega hacks.
Ooh,
Tries to keep
and
down.
down two, crushing blow lands, gets corner position and 385 damage.
Nice little damage coming from Mr. 5000, keeping Frosh in the corner. Rising Star. Stand 1 and stand 2 in the grab. Frosh catches him but did not confirm a down.
Great down two. This is going to do some serious damage here for Mr. 5000, or for Frosh rather, towards Mr. 5000. And he takes the first game in this winners final. Frosh 911 looking like he's put in all the lab time, all the work, and has taken a 1-0 lead over Gematrix's Mr. 5000. Probably not the start we expected, AK, but definitely something that Frosh will appreciate.
100% closing out that with a forward 4. Looking dangerous with his Kano, and now also dangerous with that Kung Lao. Very witty player. Clutching that first round out, had just a pixel left, using the fatal blow. Mr. 5000 sending a message with a flawless in the second round, but Frosh in the third round.
Answering back very well indeed.
So that, guys, it is Frosh 1 versus Mr. 5000 0. This is the winners final.
So we see Mr. 5000 sticking to the Johnny Cage pick with that equipped move of Pissed Off, and I think we might see Mr. 5000 in exactly that mood now in game number 2.
Yeah, both these guys seem heated up here. 5000 setting some projectiles. Some pokes feeling each other out.
Yeah, very sound defense here from Frosh 911. Waiting for his moment, but unfortunately jumps straight into a forward throw there by Johnny Cage. Down 1 amplified, Rising Star. And the back throw gets corner position here, does Kung Lao. I was about to say Kano now.
And corner position again, swapped or reversed. Let's get out of corner is Frosh. Down 3 into Omega Cats. Again, corner position. 5000 jump 3 into that. Glow kick. Closes that round off. Yeah, Frosh can get some damage. 298 of that.
$5,000 fighting back here. Gets corner position. 1-2-4, but it's a raw amplified Kung Lao spin, and it is 1 apiece in game number 2. Are we going to see Frosh take a 2-0 lead over none other than Mr. 5000?
Nice micro deck coming there from Frosh.
Justin, one of those players that just needs to be touching his pad all the time. Waiting for his moment.
Some guy says he uses new controller every tournament.
I wouldn't be surprised. Down 1 into the Rising Star. Frosh looking like he's in a little bit of trouble in this game number 2. As 5000 looks to close out the game and does so with the 1-2-1 into the Rising Star. It is now 1 game apiece. Okay, this seems to be moving at a fair pace.
Yeah, this is hype. This is quite fast. I'm seeing 5000 replied for the game. 1 round apiece, like you said. What will Frosh do now? I think he played quite well with the Kung Lao. Maybe Mr. 5000 adapted to that first match. So let's see what's going to happen. This is game number 3 already. Mr. 5000 versus Frosh 911. Like you said, both these guys are from Zambia
Yeah.
and are in the winners final. Still the grand finals to be played. Losers side are waiting patiently for this match to be over. But I'm sure everyone in the stream, in the chat, all over are enjoying this LCQ
Round
Kahn
one.
of Africa.
Fight.
Okay, so we see Frost sticking with the Kung Lao pick. Mr. 5000 having won the previous game, obviously tied into Johnny Cage. Amplified force balls, getting Kung Lao closer and closer to that corner, and that's exactly where Johnny Cage would want any opponent, really. If you can establish that corner pressure that Johnny Cage possesses, very much curtains for his opponent.
Curtains. I was just gonna say the same as that. Like you see,
Attempted wake
yeah.
up, attempted down two. Mr. 5000 awake to both. Mr. 5000 is just a player on a completely different level. He's gone down in the first game and has just adapted and is just having things his own way, at least in the beginning part of this game number 3.
Just not committing to the combo. $5,000 breakaway. Is he gonna break away? No, he's not. The Z hat whoops as 5,000 rolls away. 5,000 cancels his fatal blow. Rising star.
Ooh, and the down 2 connect. This is gonna be it.
Instant jump 3 closes that round. One round apiece here.
Final round. Fight.
Yo, there was a trade. I'm not sure what was it. Looked like both people threw there.
Oh, and again, down 1 into Rising Star. Crushing blow already being used, so Mr. 5000 about 50% of Frost's life already taken away. Mr. 5000 on about 75% life. Oh, misses the teleport timing there, and Frost 911 is in a little bit of trouble, but might be able to work his way back in. Unfortunately, doesn't finish that combo.
Yeah, he's been looking a bit of the same combos I've seen earlier.
Okay, this could be the opportunity to finish it off. Mr. 5000 away.
5,000.
Oh, and just like that, the 1-2 fatal blow cancel into the 1-2-4.
Johnny Cage.
And Mr. 5000 has turned it around after going down 1-0. Has now taken 2 successive games, leading Frosh 911 by 2 games to 1. I have to just say that this has to be by far the best I've ever seen Frosh 911 play. And I mean, we know he can play and he can play really well. But from where I'm sitting, AK, I don't think I've ever seen Frosh 911 play better than this.
Yeah, good, and especially on stream as well, and in a tournament settings where this is LCQ. To go for the Kahn of Africa, being crowned, is playing really well as well against Mr. 5000. He's going to stick with that Kung Lao.
Match about to get started here, guys. Kung Lao, he's remained. Johnny Cage, match number 4, winners finals. Frosh 911 versus Gematrix's Mr. 5000.
The game is happening quite fast. Like always, like I said earlier on, these two are aggressive type players. Frosh now is back against the corner. Come out of it with a jump 3. Getting pushed back into the corner by Mr. 5000. Standing 2-3 at that. Coming from 5000.
And 5000 finds himself on match point and 1 round away from booking his spot in today's grand final.
Correct. Getting thrown. He's Frosh. Oh, that was unsafe but not punished. Tech throw coming from Mr. 5000. Getting interrupted from Frosh's strings, getting interrupted, that is. 5000 keeping Frosh in the corner. Forward grab. Frosh over jump in. Looking quite good for Mr. 5000, closing that out.
I think you're going to see a friendship here, AK, because
That is it.
Frosh 911 making it all the way to the winners final, eventually succumbing to just a nasty looking Johnny Cage, courtesy of Mr. 5000. So Frosh 911, this is his first loss in this tournament. So he's not out of the tournament by any stretch of the imagination. He's going down to the lower bracket, where there's still 3 contenders, I believe, going to battle it out for a chance to take Mr. 5000 on in grand finals. Will it be Arcadis, aka Careless winner? Will it be X-Ray 92? Or would it be Frosh 911?
Yeah, also, like you said, congratulations to Frosh making it all the way to finals, but not out yet, like you said. Going to losers bracket, we have a couple more games still on the way. But with that, I'd like to thank once again the sponsors. The main one being Yenge, who is the only Yonko's friend. And he was loving the Mortal Kombat community and decided to donate 1,000 kwacha, which is 700 rands. And with that, the tournament was formed. Also, special thanks to the FGC Africa admin for also contributing to the pot. Also RDW17 and Sean Ravenhill contributing through Match Reno. And I think there were 3 guys from your side, Carlo, who remained anonymous to bring that total cash prize up to 3,000 rand.
3,000 rand indeed, guys. And if you want to still donate to the prize pot, visit the Matcherino link, contribute, and try to help grow that prize pot. It's already sitting on a whopping 3,000 rand. It could be even more with your contribution.
Yeah, like Carlos said, don't forget, there's Matcherino there. You can contribute via that. Or perhaps contact one of the admins if you would like to sponsor something in cash towards that 3,000, which could grow.
Okay, so we're going into our next match, okay, the match between Careless winner and X-Ray 92. If we can just ask Frosh 911 to leave the Koth lobby. I know you're excited to get your next match underway, but unfortunately before we get there, we are going to have Careless winner going up against X-Ray 92.
Do you want to keep it on Discord or is it fine like that? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think let's just leave it. It seems to be running fairly stable now. Okay.
Cool.
So I think let's just leave it at that, guys. This is the losers semi-final. Careless winner going up against Mark the Shark. Winner of this match is going to go on to face Frosh 911 in the losers final. Loser of this match, unfortunately, that marks the end of their day. And all this to face a chance, or rather to stand a chance to face Mr. 5000 in today's LCQ Grand Final.
Grand finals at that. Guys, you are watching LCQ Kahn of Africa, where 45 participants have participated to get down to the top 8, which we are broadcasting now, as you see, and a little more matches to come.
Now,
we're gonna have, like you said, Arcadis versus X-Ray 92. They are coming from the loser's side.
they're both in the lobby right now, so we're about to get this loser semi-final match underway. Okay, this is a run back. Arcadis actually took took X-Ray 92 out of the winner's bracket, sent him down to the lower bracket, and now they have a chance, or X-Ray 92 rather has a chance at redemption.
That is correct. The run back, you love to see it as well. I'm looking forward to this match.
And Mark the Shark wasting no time whatsoever, going straight for the Baraka pick. And likewise, Careless winner not wasting any time, going straight for what we believe, okay, throughout the stream, is Careless winner's favorite character.
Favorite character, Sub-Zero at that. Like we saw him reversing 3-2 Bilal with his Sub-Zero.
Yep. And a very impressive showing at that. So now he's going up against Mark the Shark, the winner here advancing to losers final to face Frosh 911. And they're deciding to go and battle it out in one of my favorite stages, at least, the Deadpool.
I thought it was the Chitin Hive.
No. That's just my wife's home.
Yeah, guys, if you don't know, I'm sure you know. Charlie Wolf loves his Devourer. Just putting it out there, so anytime you guys are versing Charlie Wolf, make sure to land Devourer before.
Savagery is no match for skill.
Hope I'm not giving it away there, Carla.
No. Not
You
at
need
all.
someone to lab against them. Straight away we get Careless winner icing up Baraka, putting out some trap, but Baraka replies with some blade sparks. Who tries to go for the back door, but Careless winner back to his ice ball, setting up trap again. Jump to stand on back, 1, 4, 3, back forward, 3, slide amplified. And Baraka with that hammer breaker back forward 2.
Tries to pick up there, but unfortunately just misses the timing there. This is going to be a punish for the ages. But Sub-Zero doing the wise thing. Great anti-air there, and I think this might just be enough to finish it. Oh, he was a bit too minded there about what to do.
Yeah. Thought he was just going to use Fatal Blow instead.
Careless winner putting up his... Ooh, and this is going to spell trouble. I think this might just be it. He amplifies the chop and get that little bit of damage needed. So high IQ play coming through there from X92 to take that first round. Used all of his resources, but I don't think he's going to complain too much about that, AK. He got the round.
And he still keeps his Fatal Blow at hand there.
Yeah, that's also not just the fatal blow, but even the gutted crushing blow.
Okay.
Oh, great play there from Careless winner, and the armor broken, forward 4, 290 damage.
Really, do you see that from Sub-Zero? The crushing blow, forward 4.
Not the easiest to land. Wake up button from Mark the Shark. Are we going to see that?
Optimal damages.
Okay, dot damage as well. Down 4 into the
As the snow falls.
amplified slide crushing blow. So he loaded those crushing blows fairly quickly.
Yeah. Haven't even seen that like properly.
And again, the unsafe stuff coming through there from X92.
Setting up trap. Tried for a crushing blow, but broke away.
I think he might just be depending on that blade charge a bit too much.
Oh, that armor breaker move. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, on 2 or 3 occasions he's done it and he was completely unsafe. And you know, Careless winner is not the kind of player that's going to let go of an opportunity to punish. And unfortunately, in this game number 1 here, in this loser semi-final match, Mark the Shark, with it all to do, he's used his gutted crushing blow, he's used his forward 4 crushing blow, and this might just be the opportunity to cash out on the crushing blow. He misses the timing. Okay, not over just yet. This is squeaky bum times here for both these players, I'm sure, but equally so for us as commentators. Which way is it going to go? I'm not too sure, guys, but Mark the Shark trying to play a spacing game. He opens him up, and I think this might be it. He does close it out with the fatal blow. 15 seconds in round number 3 remaining, but Mark the Shark clashes it out and takes a 1-0 lead over Careless winner. Squeaky bums time. Quick squeaky bum time.
Yeah, Mark the Shark quite an aggressive player, but he had to be patient here as well because of the Arctic Sharks being set by Careless winner. But I thought that match was going to end into a fatal blow much earlier than that, but maybe it wouldn't have completed that round. That's what Mark was thinking. But in the end, it was in the favor of Mark the Shark, making sure with that fatal blow to close that first game out. Is Mark the Shark 1, Careless 0.
These guys are just crazy. The level of gameplay we're seeing, especially at this latter part of the tournament. I mean, we've seen Mr. 5000 and Frost 911. We're now seeing Careless winner and Mark the Shark. This is the stuff of heart attacks, unfortunately, and
true.
You know, it's 1-0, but it seems like this game has been going on forever. It just seems like one of those games that it's like a game of chess. And every time somebody makes a move, they just counter with their next move. It is unbelievable to see talent like this coming through from the African scene. Mark the Shark with that Baraka saying, "Fight me, Poozy," going up against Careless winner's hard own.
The Shark has Careless in the corner, tries to throw, but checked by Careless winner. Nice down 2 anti-air from Mark the Shark.
And he's going to pick this up into the gutted combo.
Rather breakaway. Mark tries to use on the breaker.
435 with no breakaway used.
Yo, that's quick and fast there.
Very quick and very fast and very aggressive from Mark the Shark. Obviously wanting to prove a point in terms of also being in the mix for the Kahn of Africa throne. And I mean, so far today, his gameplay has definitely earned him a spot there.
100% Mark the Shark, one of the big sharks. Here from SA versus Careless winner from Zambia. There's 446 damage, keeping Careless winner in the corner. Careless winner seems a bit shook, gets grabbed back into the corner and gets grabbed again with that crazy brutality, knocking you with your own leg. Bam, bam, bam. You should have just eaten the leg after that brutality as well to make it more exciting.
Kind of looks a lot like Quan Chi's Mortal Kombat 4 fatality, where he just decides to rip your leg off and just bash it to absolute death.
And he's rocking the Quan Chi type of skin of Baraka there as well, like you say.
Well, Mark the Shark now 2-0 up against Careless winner. Now, don't get this out of your memories, guys. Careless winner sent Mark the Shark down to losers bracket. And that was a match that happened before the stream went live, so I'm not even sure which character Mark brought to the table, but looking to redeem himself here and send Careless winner home with a 4th place finish, which will obviously be enough for him to qualify for tomorrow's grand finale. But you know, there is an issue of the seeding as well.
Correct. And with that said, well done. And congratulations to Careless winner already. But game not over yet. See if Careless winner is thinking about it. Mark the Shark wanting to fight his way back to grand finals. I'm sure everyone is.
Shaolin Trap Dungeon.
They are playing their hearts out.
I see Mindless CTG in chat as well. Welcome. We don't see you too often in chat. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying the matches. We would have liked to see you actually participate in the Kahn of Africa. We know that you have a absolutely fantastic, I think it's Jade, if I'm not mistaken.
And a classic cage as well.
Forward 4 crushing blow connects. Mark the Shark again has Careless winner in the corner now. Doesn't fall for the down 4 slide. And this is going to do quite a bit of damage. Forces the air escape. Mark the Shark on an absolute mission. Absolute mission.
He is playing
Round 2.
very, very aggressively, keeping Careless in the corner.
Oh, and there's going to be more damage coming through here from Mark the Shark. Is he going to cash in on the gutted? Nope, he goes for the restand using the interactable. Careless winner unfortunately made the corner his home for most of that round.
And the previous game as well. Jumping 1, 2 rounds of ice. Can we set up some traps there? Ooh, just that.
Raw Baraka blade charge. Mark the Shark looking to finish this off now with an impressive 3-0 win over Careless winner, but he still needs about 215 life points to get through, making inroads slowly but surely here. And X-Ray making Careless winner just think, how am I going to actually get into this guy? Unfortunately, he doesn't find an answer to that, and Mark the Shark, quite impressively it has to be said, pulls out the birthday cake and says F you in the process.
Happy birthday to Baraka, taking 3. That is Mark the Shark, 3-0 over Careless winner. That was the run back, as we said earlier. It was Careless winner who sent Mark the Shark to losers. But Mark says he has redeemed himself, fighting his way 3-0 over Careless winner. These games are hype, getting close to the finals.
Getting close to the final indeed.
What are your thoughts, guys, in chat? I hope you guys are having a great time. Keep on with the messages. Haven't had time to look at the messages there. But we see Checkmate in chat as well, saying blade charge legit, not punishable enough on block. It is so fast. D-Mark saying Mark got his ice cream. And Mark also commending Careless winner in the chat, saying GG's.
Love to see it, don't you?
100%.
Great camaraderie amongst our African competitors, and you know, after such an intense battle, such an intense afternoon, they've been going at it since 12 o'clock this afternoon, guys. And for them to come to this stage of the tournament, go down and then still have the courtesy of saying, you know what, GG's to my opponent. I mean, you love to see it. We are about to go into our losers final.
Sub-Zero.
These guys are obviously still in the mood to play, but if Careless winner can please leave the Koth. Mark the Shark, if you are hearing us, you can stay in. We are about to get your opponent in Frosh 911 into the Koth lobby for you guys to compete for the losers final and a chance to take on Mr. 5000 in the grand final.
Yeah, guys, the hype is real. Are you guys ready to witness the losers side finals? There's 2 more games coming up, the losers finals and the grand finals. All are first to 3. This is the LCQ Kahn of Africa, where 4 players will have the opportunity to meet the other 4 from the previous Kahn of Africa, Combat Africa volumes, namely Luna, Panda Bear, Mr. Make a Smile, Rising Nachi, and TB Killjoy. Unfortunately, I think Zombie Classic will not join us tomorrow, and that is why we are having 4 that are going through today to meet up with the other 4 for the top 8. Don't forget, 3,000 rands worth of cash at stake and the status of Kahn of Africa. And for those who don't know, the reigning Kahn of Africa at the moment is TB Killjoy 837.
Well, Mark is in the Koth right now. I've sent an invitation out to Frosh
And D-Mark relates to Frosh as Frosh the Trasher, or Thrasher. Frosh Gang says Law 837. Welcome, Pay Nintendo. The competitors are on steroids, he says. Yes, definitely. These guys are playing very competitively and a high level of gameplay at that. Pay Nintendo. Panda Bay supporting whoever wins, he says. Going with the wind for the win.
Okay, both of these guys are in Koth right now, guys. So we're about to see this losers final match underway between Mark the Shark 92 and Frosh 911 going back with the trusted Kano pick.
There we go, guys. This is losers finals, as Zeng says. This is Mortal Kombat. And to answer D-Mark's question, not seeing Andy in the chat as a regular. That is because Andy has a power fault at his place, saying it might be 32 hours until power is fixed. He would have definitely been here with the support as usual. But don't forget, these games are recorded and can be replayed from the FGC Africa YouTube channel. OMFG says Panda ×3.
We had a deal, you
As Law
holiness.
once marked
It is not in mother's
Kitana,
interests to
his
honor.
favorite.
Nobody welches on Kano.
Round
Or
one.
Kano sounding like he means business rather. And Mark the Shark, am I seeing this correctly?
Yeah, he's with the Zetchi on, you see. Mark the Shark with the Zetchi on pick, and that is the reason for Panda Bay saying, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Guys, put your bets in the chat there. Who's going to win this one? Is it going to be Frosh 911 or Mark the Shark? This is LCQ Kahn of Africa. This is the losers side finals. Winner of this is going to come up against Mr. 5000. It's getting pretty in the grand final side. With that said, Frosh takes the first round of this match. Keeping Setchion in the corner. Back three coming, down one. Biomagnetic tool coming from Frosh. That wall amplified. Woof.
Panda Bear asking very, very nicely in chat if able for Cetrion to be buffed.
Hell to the no, says AK Slay Panda Bear. That's my opinion. Let's go, both guys looking on the same health here, but Frosh shows that out with a forward grab.
Frosh taking the first game here over X-Ray 92 with a very very surprising Cetrion choice there. AK. I'm not sure if you're going to see a character swap or if he's thinking to himself, you know what, this is maybe a good opportunity for me to just test out some of the other characters. With his spot in tomorrow's grand finale already guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yeah, you say very surprised maybe to Frosh, but I have had the opportunity to face Mark the Shark in some sets against his Setchion. So yeah, he has been playing some Setchion as well, getting used to more characters to his arsenal.
Well, one of the characters that he doesn't need too much getting used to is a character that you see on screen right now being Scorpion, because I think this is where it all started for Mark the Shark, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I used to see him on streams very early in the sets, in the MK days.
Yeah.
On stream with Scorpion. I think the latest one I remember was Setchion against Scorpion. That was Panda Bear. The latest one, by that I mean the first time I've seen him stream with Scorpion against Panda Bear.
And according to many people, Mark the Shark, considered by many at least, to be the #1 Scorpion in our scene, AK.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, no,
Okay.
absolutely. I've heard it quite a few times already, and I mean, we're seeing it already. We're seeing Mark the Shark with the traditional Burning Spectre. So, no fancy customs, just plain and simple. Forward 3-4, crushing blow, land, and Mark the Shark Scorpion taking the first round here.
He's good at that. Checks in with a down 4. 4-3-2. 4-3-2. 4-4-2. Sorry. 3. Moves mixed up. I have to look at the controller to look at the moves.
And you'll see in chat as well there, Mr. 5000 completely agreeing. Has been the Scorpion player since day one. Fire emojis coming through for Mark the Shark in his Scorpion play. And again, we're seeing it here in this particular game number 2. He is completely having things his own way against Frosh 911.
Giving Frosh hard time with that flawless block up to confirming into a kill. Tries to do down to brutality with that one, but it is not the Sharks. Game and looking strong, like you say, yeah. And with Mr. 5000's confirmation, I know he does play X-Ray 92 a lot, so he would know as well that Mark the Shark's first character was Scorpion, and as you have confirmed as well. So that brings us to the game's scores. Mark the Shark 1, Frosh 911 1. That seemed like a good counter pick or a good pick against Frosh's Kano. Let's see what Frosh is going to do. I think he's sticking with his Kano. And obviously Mark the Shark has to choose the Scorpion.
One game apiece. Mark the Shark stuck to Scorpion. Frosh 911 had the option to select whichever character he wanted to, but he's opting for the Kano. And I mean, with his Kano run in this entire tournament, okay, I don't see why not.
Yeah, very strong Kano coming from Frosh. Like you said, maybe one of the best in Africa, or probably the best in Africa, you know. Sticking with it, looking good at the first part of this first round, game number 3, sorry. Get on the touching flow, 4-3-4. Off the shot, trying to use some strings.
Just misses the back 3 there. Frosh trying to open up Scorpion, but so far no luck, but does get the 1-1 in, does get the forward 1-2 in, and I think this might just be the round here.
Ooh,
Nope, not just yet, but manages the jump 3 into the air Kano ball, and Frosh 911 going up 1 round in game number 3 against a very dangerous Scorpion in the hands of Mark the Shark.
Yeah, and that first round was all swinging.
Pick up there. Nice adjustment here coming through from Frosh 911, who obviously went down quite convincingly in the game before this, but definitely holding his own here, having taken that first round. Jump 2 into the backward throw. Kano in the corner. Kano counters.
Cancel there from.
I think this is it. I think this is it.
Mark had no breakaway there. Just reloaded now. And Frosh looking strong against the Scorpion. Replying back. And
Replying back indeed.
That takes us to Frosh 911 2. Mark the Shark 1. It is indeed match point for Frosh 911.
Now we've seen the Scorpion pick. We've seen Mark the Shark probably pull out the most amount of characters on stream today. At least we've seen Kahn, we've seen Noob Cybot, we've seen Baraka, we've seen Cetrion. And it looks like he's gonna put his tournament life in the hands of Baraka.
Soul Chamber.
Yeah, locked in now with Baraka against Frosh 911's Kano.
Okay, so match number 4, guys, with Frosh 911 leading Mark the Shark by 2-1.
Round 1.
Tournament life on the line for Mark the Shark here, taking Baraka and putting it all in Baraka's hands here.
Baraka, the big damage character. Also with Frosh's variation, also some good damage that he can do as well.
A little bit harder to get the damage from Kano. Baraka is your normal bread and butter combos that dish out serious amount of damage.
Frosh tries to use the biomagnetic pull, but gets countered by the blade charge. One rebutted. Stand for
Not
one
over yet,
blade
not
charge.
over yet, but he gets the jump 3 and Mark the Shark takes that first game. Alamak in chat, it's been a while since we last spoke. Welcome, it's been an even longer while since we last saw your Kano on screen. But I'm sure that's why you're here today, because you're seeing a Kano on screen right now.
I was just going to say the same, Alamak. The last I've seen him playing with Kano. And the dirty six variation.
Yeah, filthy dirtbag Kano. Punish there from Frosh 911 and decent combo punish there, 254 damage. And I think Frosh is about one hit away from taking this into round number 3 and putting himself on match point, but he is facing Baraka. Drops the combo there, does Baraka, trying to shimmy.
Chip damage. And the roll close to that. Chip.
Match point for Frosh 911. All or nothing for Mark the Shark.
You guys on the edge of your seat, as I am as well. This is losers finals.
Straight overhead. Are we going to see a Zambia versus South Africa grand finals, or is it going to be an all Zambian affair? Mark the Shark lands the crushing blow into the blade charge. Put Frosh on life support right now.
Does have fatal blow at hand. Respect coming from both these guys, but both grabs coming from Mark. Sharp.
Ooh, and he just decides to just forward to Kano's head, and Baraka in a typical Takatan voice says, "Job's a job." It's 2 games apiece now, guys, between these two titans of Mortal Kombat 11. The flavor of the African scene, not the flavor of the African scene. At least in CGL, oh, it's not CGL, my goodness. Last chance qualifier, LCQ, losers final. 2 games apiece, match number 5. Mark the Shark versus Frosh 911.
I see a lot of support going to Frosh here in the chat as well. Guys, this is your last chance. Who's going to take it? Mark the Shark or Frosh 911? This is the final match. Game number 5, like Mindless says in the chat. And match point for both these guys. Losers finals.
Round 1.
Zombie Classic loving your Baraka voice there, Charlie Will.
I try, okay, I try.
Yeah.
Match number 5, guys. Match number 5, and Baraka starting off from where he left off in the previous game, trying to dish out that big damage combos. Frosh hasn't really made any inroads thus far, and a crushing blow connects. Blade charge, 200 plus combo, 274. That's a decent chunk of damage. Great air, or throw escape rather. Trying the shimmy. Oh, flawless block coming through there, and Mark the Shark with the forward 4 into the chop, puts him on match point in this losers final match.
Round 2.
Great use of the flawless block there coming from Mark the Shark, securing the first round.
High octane stuff coming through here from these guys.
And both these guys are well versed with the flawless blocking as well. Here comes some Baraka staggers into a throw. The Shark loves using the down 3 into the 1-1.
Oh, tries the flawless block, but just says, you know what, give me that gutted combo while you're at it. 409 damage with dot pressure, and just like that, the chop finishes it off. And again, happy birthday, Kano.
Some hype games, guys.
But F you, Kano. Mark the Shark. Now here's the interesting part. Mark the Shark has taken that 3-2 over Frosh 911, and you know what? It has to be said, a absolutely stellar showing from Frosh 911 to make it into 3rd place in this LCQ event. We'll see Frosh tomorrow, along with Mark the Shark, along with Careless winner. But this, as you're about to see, but before we go into grand finals, guys, Mark the Shark has now played 2 games straight. We are going to be taking a 5-minute break. And in that 5 minutes, get your coffee, your beer, your food, your pizza, whatever you need to get. Go get your fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, cousins, step-cousins, cousins-in-laws, dogs, cats, rats, dark cotton, shokans, and outworlders alike. Get them all to come into your space. Get them to subscribe to FGC Africa. Get them to tune into FGC Africa. Don't forget, guys, drop the chat for a second. I know the matches are hype, but drop the chat for a second. Leave a like. There's 40 of you watching. There are only 31 likes. Understandably, there are no dislikes. And come and show your support to FGC Africa for a repeat of CGL Week 1's Grand Finals, with Mr. 5000 on the winner side, about to go up against Mark the Shark on the loser side. Guys, we are going to be taking a quick break for about 5 minutes. When we get back, Grand Finals of LCQ. Gem Matrix's Mr. 5000 going up against X-Ray 92. Guys, we'll be back shortly.
Yes, guys, like Charlie Wolf has said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new to get notifications of FGC Africa streams. And don't forget to hit that like button. Much exposure for Mortal Kombat as a whole in Africa if you do this as well. And once again, thanks for the support in chat there. Thanks to the guys who signed up for LCQ. Thanks to the guys who have been playing FGC Africa to make that top 5. And again, once again, thanks to the sponsors. Like we said, one of the big sponsors being Yangwe. Then it was FGC Africa admin. Also RDW and Sean Ravenhill. And lastly, the 3 guys associated with Charlie Wolf, remaining anonymous, to bring that prize pool to 3,000 rands. And if you do wish to sponsor as well, it's not too late. Get in tune with the admin or Match Reno.
Fight. Fight.
Okay guys, we are here, we are back. This is Grand Finals time. Gem Matrix's Mr. 5000 going up against X-Ray 92. Guys, we've seen an afternoon filled with hype matches, we've seen upsets, we've seen everything. We've seen it all. We've seen what Africa has to offer, and you know, the stream has been going on for a while, but it seems like it just started like 10 minutes ago. It's just fast-paced, unbelievable. The guys have been fantastic. You guys in chat have been amazing. Keep the chat buzzing, guys. We're about to go into the grand finals. Just before we get there, just a couple of things. AK, are you with me already?
I'm with you, Carlo.
Perfect. We're about to get this grand finals underway, guys. But before we get there, AK, do you want to just take them through what they are all playing for tomorrow in terms of the title, in terms of the prize money, how it got to this point?
Sure, Carlo. Like we said earlier as well, and it's been a couple of good weeks on FGC Africa where we had 5 tournaments, and the winners from there were taken already into the top 8 for the Kahn of Africa.
Yeah.
These winners were Luna Panda Bear, Zombie Classic, Mr. Make a Smile, Rising Nachi, and TB Killjoy. And then obviously this was the last chance qualifier that has been set up for the past couple of months. We've been advertising.
Yep.
To see a total of 45 guys, not bad for the Africa scene, for the Africa community, Mortal Kombat 11. And it all boils down to this, because now we're going to have the top 4 of this top 8 being pushed for tomorrow's finals, should I say. And that consists of a prize cash money, which is going to be split in a 50, 30, 20 away, first, second, and third, respectively. So the money is 1,500 Rand, 900 Rand, and 600 Rand, respectively. And a big shout out to all the sponsors that made it possible. Yangware, FGC Africa admin, Ryan RDW, that is, and Sean Ravenhill, and a few of your friends, Carlo, who I said will remain anonymous. 3,000 Rand.
3,000 Rand in total, guys. And you can contribute to that pot by visiting our Matcherino link. Visit at FGC_Africa on Twitter. Get all the details there. Look for links in the chat. The Nightbot has just set up the Matcherino link for you guys. They must have heard me say Matcherino and just decided, you know what, that's the right time to put it in the link. It's there for you to click on, and if you want to contribute to make that 3,000 Rand as it stands already grow even further, visit the Matcherino link, put your donations in, and who knows where that prize spot can be come tomorrow at 5 p.m. where the grand finale will start. Brought to you by FGC Africa with myself and Mr. Brian O on the commentary. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. But guys, enough talk for now. It's grand final times. G-Matrix is Mr. 5000 going up against X-Ray 92. A repeat of CGL Week 1's grand finals. Who's going to take it this time around? Let's get those guys in.
Good stuff, like you said, yeah. Mr. 5000 sitting pretty at the finals already, now in grand finals. X-Ray 92 working his way up the hill, back into grand finals. Mr. 5000 from Zambia, X-Ray 92 from South Africa. And remember, X-Ray 92 does have a chance to reset the brackets. This is going to be a first to 3. So yeah, he has a chance to reset the brackets because he's coming from the loser's side. But should Mr. 5000 take the game, and then he will be our winner for this afternoon's LCQ Kahn of Africa top 8.
Guys, I only see 38 of you in chat. Please tell everybody that you know, everybody in the WhatsApp groups, they all not should be here, they need to be here to witness history. It's grand final times. We've got a dark side on the screen, but I think Mr. 5000 thinks against that.
Yeah, guys, let me pass the message on as well in the WhatsApp group. This is grand finals time. We need you guys' support as well for more exposure of the Africa scene in Mortal Kombat 11. This is quite a big tournament, like we said, with the grand prize being 3,000 Rand, which is going to be split amongst the top 3 tomorrow. So yeah, one of the big cash money prizes from FGC Africa. So the more people in, the more people enter, the more viewers, the more likes, the more subs, the more exposure for us as a whole in gaming Mortal Kombat. So this is grand finals, Mr. 5000 versus X-Ray 92, Zambia versus South Africa, if you want to talk in terms of countries.
Mr. 5000 with the Cetrion pick, Mark the Shark with his infamous Noob Cybot pick. Noob Cybot takes the first round in this grand final match. Remember, Mr. 5000 only needs to beat Mark the Shark in one first to 3 set. If Mr. 5000 loses the first to 3 set, it all but resets the bracket. Move Mr. 5000 down to the lower side, where Mr. Shark again has to win another first to 3 set to take this tournament.
Yes, and that said, these guys have put in time, effort, commitment, fighting from 12 o'clock midday. It's 5.5 hours already. So well done. And well done to the viewers as well for joining us. But quick and fast, X-Ray 92 taking it 2 rounds with his noob Cybot, and that will be game number 1 awarded to X-Ray 92. Guys, hope you guys are hype in the chat as well. This is the grand finals. Who do you guys support? Put it out there.
Tank garage bunker.
Do you want X-Ray 92 or do you want Mr. 5000? On the other hand, do you want South Africa or do you want Zambia?
Well, the last grand finals that these two guys took part in went all the way down to the wire. There was a bracket reset. It went to a game 5 in the reset bracket. And it basically came down to one hit. I think the Elder Gods are telling me I need to stop commentating because my throat is killing me.
Yeah, I think with all the maybe anxiety and hype building up towards LCQ, my throat is also feeling a bit dry, but all worth it in this case. Glad to be part of this FGC Africa and glad to be on with you on FGC Africa.
It's been a fantastic afternoon and it's not done just yet, is it? We've
100%
got Mark
now.
the Shark leading by 1 game to 0.
Mr. 5000 with his robot that is Robocop taking the first game.
Wake up buttons there by Mark the Shark.
He's got that air dash shield special. That is Mr. 5000 with Robocop. He uses it and he's got that I think it's culture, also culture from Robocop. I know Carlo is very silent, he doesn't like Robocop. But
I can't
silent,
stand this character, and you know who's taking the second space is flippin' Rambo. I can't stand that character. Gosh.
I know.
But Robocop does enough to take Mark the Shark down in this particular match and level the scores at 1 game apiece.
That is it. He's taking it 2 rounds clean as well.
Indeed he is. And places Noob Cybot under arrest.
That bag. Let's see what Marks the Sharks take on this. Is he gonna switch characters?
Well, having taken the first game, I think Mark the Shark finds himself in a little bit of an advantage in that he can dictate the counter war, if you will. Taking a 1-0 lead. Mr. 5000 has unfortunately for Mark the Shark brought that back, but it looks like he's stuck to the Noob Cybot pick.
Yeah. Going with Noob. Game number 3, guys. Like Carlo said, 1 game apiece. This is going to be a first to 3. This is grand finals on LCQ, Kahn of Africa.
Okay, so I think he's stuck to the same character here, AK, but it looks like he might have swapped variations. Oh, okay, he's got the sickle snag equipped, and this is going to be some more high damage combos. I mean, 440.
Nice armor breaker into that string. With a lot of weapons at his peril. Tried to fatal blow, block them.
Yeah, but again, a bit scruffy at the end there, but Mr. 5000 going down in that round. Extra 92 now with a slender lead. Game number 3, 1 game apiece. X-ray up 1 round. Doesn't get a punish there.
That shield in the air, amplify, dash looks quite safe-ish.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. I'm not familiar with Robocop's frame data at all, and I don't want to be familiar with it. But Mr. 5000 does seem to be fairly comfortable with the character.
Just putting out some traps. Jumping, air, shield, dash. Those are the big guns.
Yeah, basically sending X-92 all the way back to full screen here.
Keeping him away. Playing the zoning game a bit. With strategy coming from Mr. 5000. Hard to get in, but Noob does have a teleport. But at any time, 5000 can just duck as the teleport overhead and leave Cyber and punish. Matches Mark is trying to come in. Mr. 5000 is pushing him away with a low gunshot and low gunshot amplified. In, but Mr. 5000
crashing low, and this is going to be very, very close to death. It is death, and Mr. 5000 now leading by 2 games to 1. He's 1 game away from taking this LCQ and cementing for himself his first position going into tomorrow's grand finals. Well, when I say first position, I'm saying first position of the 4 qualifiers today. We've already got 4 people confirmed for tomorrow. Luna Panda Bear, Mr. Make a Smile, Rising Nachi, and AI Killjoy himself. And who's going to be, what is going to be the order? We know that Frosh finished 3rd in this LCQ. We know that Careless Winner finished 4th. First and second place, it's really dependent on the outcome of this grand final. And so far, Mr. 5000 on the winner side, leading X92 by 2 games to 1.
Mark the Shark picking on that total Kahn. I'm sure this pick is for moving in faster with his forward 2 buttons. Perhaps.
Shaolin Trap Dungeon.
But let's see how it's going to pan out. Like you said, Mr. 5000 on match point at the moment. 2 games, X-Ray 92, 1.
Round 1. Fight.
Jump 3s into the shield dash coming from Mr. 5000. After the 1, 2, and then the 4. Mark's gonna get him close. He's the string, which is unsafe on block, but not blocked by Mr. 5000. Use the command grab, keeps Mr. 5000 in the corner. Jump 1 into a full combo punish. No breakaway for Mr. 5000. Life alert coming from Mr. 5000.
Doesn't seem to be too phased by.
Mark should just sit and catch a tan in the sun. In the meantime, raising his health as well.
All he needs is 1 3-hit combo, even if it is on block. Moving in now, trying to just. Mr. 5000 playing this game extremely patiently, but unfortunately, no life to eat a forward 2. Mark the Shark takes that round. The real Kahn, so he says. I'm sure Blinder will disagree.
Yeah. And Mr. 5000 in the previous round opted to use that fatal blow but got caught. It could have been death there because his life was looking and the fatal blow killed.
Come on, Grab, as 52 of you Africans are in chat right now. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. This is Grand Finals. Mr. 5000 from the winner side, leading 2-1 against Extra 92. Crushing blow coming at 276 damage.
Moving closer. 5000 pushing him away.
Match point for Mr. 5000 now. Is Mr. 5000 going to take this LCQ and go into tomorrow's grand final amongst the top seeds based on today's qualifiers? That crushing blow's already been used. Mark the Shark trying to fight back here. Tries a command grab, but unfortunately Mr. 5000 breaks away and does get Robocop towards the corner here. Dan yet another forward two. Decent damage coming through here from Extra 92.
34 at that.
Oh, wake up down two. Thank you very much for coming here, Shark. Oh, Total Kahn. Ooh, and here's a fatal blow from Mr. 5000. Not going to kill, but is going to put Mark the Shark in danger zone territory right now. And
that does have fatal blow at hand. Tries to use it, but obviously unsafe thereafter, and that is taken by Mr. 5000.
And he's going to do the Robo Dance. Dumbass friendship. Guys, that is your LCQ Kahn of Africa qualifiers completed. Your top 4 surviving combatants are as follows. In order of placement today, we've got in first place Gematrix's Mr. 5000. In second place, we've got X-Ray 92. In third place, we have got Frosh 911. And the final spot of the LCQ qualifiers goes through to Careless winner. Those 4 people I've just mentioned now are going to be the players that are going to be joining the 4 contestants that have already qualified for the for the Kahn of Africa finale. Those players being Luna Panda Bear, Mr. Make a Smile. Help me out here, okay? Rising Nachi and TB Killjoy himself. The Kahn of Africa. So, guys, there are your 8 players that are going to be competing for the Kahn of Africa throne, as well as their share of 3,000 Rand, courtesy of Yengwe, Sean Ravenhill, RDW, the FGC admin team, and 3 anonymous donors who came to me and said, listen, put this in the pot. We want to see some awesome matches. And to those 3 individuals, I don't think you can doubt, we've seen some fantastic matches today. Avesh, any surprises today?
Yo, the surprises was the reverse 3 2s that I've seen, but that was quite hype. Not a surprise, but I haven't seen Careless winner so much on stream, so that's quite a good opportunity for him. He made it into the top 8 tomorrow. Other than that, the big sharks in there as well, making the other 3. But so excellent, so hype. It's been a long time coming for this LCQ the Kahn of Africa, and there we've just finished this. I just want to say on behalf of FGC Africa admin, a big thanks to FGC Africa admin, big thanks to the players who gave their time and effort fighting from 12 o'clock this midday. Big thank you, a huge thank you to the sponsors that grew the pot to about 3,000 rands. And second last, it is a big thank you to Charlie Wolf for hosting this stream on behalf of FGC Africa as well. And lastly, a big thank you to the viewers and their support for MK11 and FGC Africa and Africa.
You guys have been absolutely fantastic in the chat today. So glad to see you guys coming through, enjoying yourselves, dishing out a bit of banter here and there. It's just all part of what we expect to see in a Mortal Kombat stream, especially of this nature. And I couldn't be more happy with how today has gone. AK, it's been an absolutely fantastic day with absolutely fantastic matches. No, I do not need a DOP Jivan. I'm all good. I'm all good. And guys, don't forget, you know, that's not the end of it yet. We've still got a stellar lineup for you tomorrow. We've mentioned them more than once. But tomorrow, as of 5 p.m. South African time, please tune in to see the conclusion of the Kahn of Africa tournament. The finale taking place tomorrow, hosted by Blino, on commentary Blino and myself, Charlie Wolf. And this is going to be a first time for FGC Africa as well, because for the first time ever, since FGC Africa has become part of the Mortal Kombat, or since Mortal Kombat 11 rather, has become part of FGC Africa's suite of offerings, for the first time ever, the commentators are going to be in the same location. Guys, I'm hyped. I'm sure you guys are hyped for tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So please tune in tomorrow. Get your family, get your friends, get your pets, get everybody to tune into FGC Africa tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. streaming on both YouTube as well as Twitch. And yeah, see the four guys we saw today in Gematrix and Mr. 5000, X-Ray 92, Frosh 911, as well as Careless winner, joining Luna Panda Bear, AI Killjoy, Mr. Maker Smile, and Rising Nachi in what is going to be the biggest and baddest FGC Africa tournament to date. AK Slay, thank you so much from my side. It's been absolutely fantastic having you share in the commentary with me. We saw some hype matches. Our voices are lost. I'm sure we're going to have a nice cooler now. Whatever cooler is, you can decide. But yeah, just thank you so much for all the effort, all the time. We've been at this from about 10 o'clock this morning already. And it's all come down to this. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.
Yes, it's a pleasure. And from my side, take care, guys. I'll be there tomorrow. You guys be there tomorrow. FGC Africa tomorrow, 5 p.m.
Cheers, guys. Thank you for joining. See you guys tomorrow.